Boom. Now we're live.
That is a pretty nice intro.
You liked it? It was pretty
Yeah, that
cool,
is
right?
that is a pretty nice intro.
Yeah, Zach does all the editing. He does all the editing, and then I do the music, and do the final edit with the music and everything. So,
That was pretty cool.
oh, cool. Thanks, man. Thanks. We got Clifton already in the house. We got Jody Chocolate Thunder Williams in the house. We got Sheldon Tefrenenko, I think is how you say your last name, brother. We got to get you a nickname, actually. We got Tim Geeb, High Caliber Arms out of Montana. We got the Drew, hey brother, and definitely have to say what's up to Lucky from the Lucky Ones. It's in the chat. Got a great
I
guest
believe
tonight,
it's
guys.
Tim Guy.
Guibe, yeah.
You were saying off the people that are already in the chat. If I saw correctly, I seen that Nick Mode was getting some pins on Chocolate Thunder there on Facebook today.
I did see that. Nick's left's looking good, man. Nick's left's looking good. Yep. I agree. But this is about Jeremy Parker. So, Jeremy, how are you, buddy?
I'm better than I deserve. How are y'all?
Oh, same thing. Always better than I deserve. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all having me on.
Oh no, we wanted to have you on. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Like it was funny. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were saying, "Oh, Corey West." I'm like, "Well, I think Corey West got busy with his business, and I think Jeremy's the one that gets to really reap the benefits of training with Michael now." So
Yeah, Corey is real busy now. He's still Corey. He's not losing anything.
no,
He's working. He's working way too much. He can't really focus on arm wrestling, but he'll certainly be back.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know what? Life and family first.
Yeah.
Business and stuff. You gotta make a life to live it.
I think his goal is to be able to focus on just on arm wrestling.
Okay.
So he's going hard, so he can go all in on arm wrestling. Is what I've been kind of aware of.
And that makes sense, right? And Corey's such a beast, but he started competing at such a high level. You almost have to have that spare time to train properly, right?
Yeah, and I'm sure it's this way with most of the guys from the West, but I mean, he was working 60, 70 hours before he pulled Artie Morozov, on a torn pec, which he told nobody about. So, it's when the government pays you to arm wrestle, it's a little unfair.
I agree. Totally. Yeah, when you have to provide a living, you don't have all the time in the world to train. What I mean? Like as a professional athlete.
But at the same time, I don't think it's so much on them as it's on our own government.
Yeah, us getting there, trying to get there with our government. I guess we got to push harder, right?
We just got to put more value on athletes that represent your country than we do.
No, that's true.
Because even if you in the Olympics, when it comes to athletes making money in the Olympics, it's all on what your government pays you. And there's lots of athletes that can go to the Olympics and are set for their life, and with sponsor deals and with what they get from the government. But if you look at Canada and States and a lot of the first world countries, they don't pay their athletes anything. And so many Olympian athletes that are living paycheck to paycheck when they're nowhere near should be living like that.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, for sure. Well, you know what? We've seen you. So your last super match, that was against Logan, right?
No, I actually had a match the week after left-handed with he was my last right-handed match, and then I had a match the following week with another young guy around here named Easton McCormick.
Yeah, we know him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's real good.
Yeah, he's strong.
He's real good. He beat me 3-1, so another loss.
Yeah. Hey, you got to snag the pin on him. He's really good. So I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, we got him one round.
No, it was close. It was really close. That was a really good match.
Yeah.
And I think I saw clips of it.
Yeah.
You guys wearing green shirts for that one?
I'm pretty sure every video I have a green shirt.
You know what? That's fair.
That's the only Monster Factory shirt I have. I need more.
That makes sense. Yeah.
He sold all of the big ones before I got to him.
Yeah, he's a, you know what, you young guys, I would say Easton McCormick and you and Logan and yeah, like you're kind of the future, so it's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. Logan, we had Easton on. We had Easton on a couple
Oh,
weeks ago.
really?
Yeah, because he's pulling Chuck Young, the
Yep.
Destroyer, next week or 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks. So yeah, and that's a right hand match. So we'll see. And
His right, Easton's right is way better than his left.
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens there.
Is
I
Chuck
mean,
and Easton left or right? Sorry.
their match is gonna be right, but I think he's
Ooh,
way.
okay.
I think Chuck's actually faster and more explosive with his left. Um, I don't know his right. I didn't feel any speed or explosiveness when I pulled him. So
Could be you disconnected him, right?
I did. I did disconnect him. Yeah, no, I did. And that wins aged nicely because Chuck's got wins on Jordan Sill.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he's got.
See, I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah, he's out of Montana, Billings, Montana. Chuck Young, the Destroyer. He's been pulling like 14 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
seasoned guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I would still say Easton's the favorite because of the strength and just the lifts that I've seen him been doing and just the outcomes of his matches lately. I think that Easton's favorite, but Chuck's pretty fast. I mean, he could get some flash pins. It's possible, but Easton also trains that stop with with the table curl like I do, and
Yeah.
I don't see, because he does such a good number, like a high number in that exercise. I don't know if Chuck's going to be able to pin him.
Yeah, that's the part with Easton is, for one, he can do every move, and he's super fast. But I think his strongest, I think his main weapon is that stop he has. It's not like a King's move stop. It's just it's like just a hook, all bicep, but it's super strong.
Powerful.
I'm not sure if y'all saw, but right after he beat me that same day, he beat Cody Merritt right hand.
Yeah, I did see that.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
I see that.
And I mean,
see it.
just I did not realize how strong he was. I had only seen his technique and his speed, but I was super impressed with his top end strength. I really think that I pulled Easton and I pulled Logan because I recognized them as sort of the next generation type of people as well. Easton is, in my opinion, the most impressive young guy, but I mean, we're all real close. It's not like there's one real favorite, but Easton impresses the hell out of me.
Oh yeah, me too. I've been impressed by you and him. I was impressed by Logan until he pissed me off, so now I don't care about him. But yeah, I think you got to stay humble. You know what I mean? You got to stay humble in this too. As you get wins and you get better, the more you stay humble, the better. Like, don't let your head swell up because it'll only hold you back, right? You start getting too high on yourself, it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, I agree. I've tried to ride that line of not.
Yeah, no, you've done
not
great.
blowing myself up too much.
No, I've been following you. You're doing awesome. Yeah.
And you know what? You kind of trains with someone that it's hard to be humble when you train with someone that can just flash pin you.
Yeah.
Like Matt. It's hard to be thinking you're king shit when we train with Matt and he just or he can have a cigarette and just be sitting there talking.
We got Matt Mask. He's got Monster Todd. So yeah. So he understands.
Man, I bet training with Matt is awesome.
It is. Oh yeah, that's awesome. There we go. We got Zach back. He dropped off. Where is you, Zach? There he is. Super chat 1999 USD. Hi, my friends through the fingers, and hi, Jeremy Parker. That's Dion Wilson out of Montana.
Dion,
thank you very much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Good event last night. Yeah, great event. He held a super match event yesterday. It was Armageddon Underground, I believe it was called. Yeah, it was good. Good matches.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. A lot of good matches.
Yeah, Logan who? Dion, are you stirring the pot? You don't want me to tell the story on here, do you? You just sent me 20. You just sent us $20. So, well, you know what? I did. I made a comment on Logan. I'll say it again because you don't know, obviously. I made a comment on Logan's post when he was pulling Hutchings on the left. And he was pinning Hutchings, and I was very impressed by it. I thought it was really pretty. I mean, Hutchings left's not his right. But I was like, you know what? That's pretty impressive. So I made a comment, and I said, how'd you do on the right? But I didn't mean it like in a bad way. Like,
Yeah.
I meant it sincerely. Like, you know what I mean? How did you fare? You know what I mean? And they jumped down my throat, the chat and him, and said I was degrading and taken away from his success. And I got upset, right? So I said back, I said, listen, I said, don't be so sensitive. I said, I was just genuinely curious how he did on the right. Like, I didn't mean no disrespect. And then he went and deleted all my comments afterwards because then people started hearting what I said, right? Well, he deleted everything but the how do you do on the right, and then he left all the negative comments. So I'm like, yo, like, don't be deleting your messages, man. Like, you know what I mean? I said I was really impressed by you, and I just want to know how you did on the right. Like, anyway, so now that he's deleted my messages, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I think he's got to have his head swell down just a little bit. He's really good. I think he is. I think he is the future of arm wrestling. I'm really impressed by Logan, but come on, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard because I get so much crap in my comments as well. I try not,
Don't take
across
offense.
all platforms, I'm probably nearing 100 million views,
Yeah, you're
and
killing it. You're killing it.
and I probably have less than 8 people blocked.
Yeah.
And I see
It's really
everything.
negative. I understand, but
Yeah, and I can. You've got to not take it too seriously. I don't take the internet real serious at all.
good.
It doesn't care I don't care what someone says about me, good or bad.
No.
In fact, I encourage both because it pays me. So it doesn't bother me that much, but some people I understand why it bothers them so much.
I understand some things, but I
Some people
really,
just care about what people think too much.
yeah, I don't care
I
too much.
don't.
But there's
I could care less what people think about me.
yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, there's a difference. If it's outright degrading and attacking and like really ignorant, I understand, right? Like not even for what you think, but people shouldn't have to see that. But I never said anything. All I said is, "How did you fare on the right?" Like, and I didn't. They just took it way, way out of proportion. It was like, okay, like, you know what I mean? I was just really curious, right? Because I didn't see any right hand footage, so I was just curious how he did. But somehow it offended a few people. So I was like, man, you guys don't be so sensitive, right?
Yeah.
So I'd like to see you guys
And
pull
like-
it too. By the
Oh, I
way.
would too.
Yes, I bet you would.
And like, to be honest, I know that I don't like to get in drama with anybody. Like, even if I can, I'll just ignore, never get around it because I just find it just. I know all publicity is good publicity, but like, I don't know, I hate dealing with it, and
Yeah.
But like,
I'm too
the only
busy.
thing so
I'm
far
way
in
too
arm
busy.
wrestling. Pardon?
I said I'm way too busy to worry about
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, it's
There's only one thing in arm wrestling that I've seen and happened quite recently that made me upset that I would want to talk about, but not today.
yeah. Oh, I seen something that pissed me off today. Tom
Are you talking about
Stubblebine.
the awards?
Yeah, like Tom Stubble, the king of stealing everyone's content wins the news award of the year. Yeah, that I'll say it. I don't like it. I think it was bullshit. And the reason I say it, so Jared's probably going, "Whoa, what is this all about?" He took a bunch of our actually, like when we had Jerry on and Michael on and stuff, he ripped our shit and posted it as his own content.
Yeah.
And he didn't give us a shout out for it. And he didn't do a voiceover. He just took it and just said it was his. So I got mad, right? I'm like, you can use people's content and you can use it for news and you can do voiceovers, but you don't upload it as your own content.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He had me and Logan's match up like 10 minutes after the match. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't take
he's
long.
recording
like,
it as he's watching it so that he can post it immediately the first one.
I
Oh,
respect what he's doing, but I get it from where you're coming from as well.
Well, I mean, even your match, right? So look at it like this. That was your match.
Mhm.
Let you enjoy the footage
Yeah.
or the match. You posted that, and then afterwards, if he wants to do a voiceover or do a comment, you know what I mean. But to
Mhm.
take your footage and upload it as his own, I just don't like it. I think it's disrespectful. But that, you know what? I could be oversensitive too, right? I do get oversensitive. So, I mean, I try to have a lot of respect in this sport, right?
Yeah.
Because I think respect goes a long way, and
Mhm.
this is a one sport where if you show respect, you'll be respected, and you go further.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but yeah,
Or you
yeah.
can-
No, that match. Oh, sorry, Cody. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that match with Logan. That one could have went the other way too. I watched that match, and it was, yep. So that one, if I was you, I'd try to get that one back.
Yeah, we'll do it again at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
don't know if
absolutely.
it's on the cards quickly, but we'll do it again eventually.
No, that's awesome. Well,
His I will say Logan's left
is dead.
is way better.
Yeah,
Is way better than his right. His left,
serious.
yeah, is pretty good.
Yeah. No, I'll
He
give him
was
that.
after pulling at Monster Factory.
No,
His left looked really good.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think his left is dynamite. I think it's very high level. No,
Mhm.
for sure. And actually, you know what? I still don't think poorly of Logan. I just said that earlier. So it seems like whenever I say something materializes afterwards, and we get like
Yeah.
an interview. Or yeah, like Neil Pickup. I was mad at Neil Pickup. Now Neil Pickup's coming on. So like, I just do it.
I've had to learn to shut up on the internet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it gets you. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, because I mean, I try to mess around in the comments and even responding to people in my own comments, just playing around with it. And some people think I'm serious.
Oh yeah, you're
Like
just having fun.
the first video I had that blew up was me in a tournament, and someone said, "You wouldn't be able to budge Devin," and I said I'd win or something just stupid.
Yeah.
And people thought I was
Just
being
to fuck with him.
serious. Yeah,
I
and
love
I'm
it.
like, dude, y'all are crazy if y'all think I can beat Devin and I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
the
not
one-
that ignorant.
Yeah. Oh no, but
That's
it's
the one
fun.
thing I hate about or anything like that, because you can't put your tone of voice or your facial expressions
exactly.
in what you say, and
That
then people
is
just
exactly.
take it.
So how many people saw that and saw me say that I could beat Devin and think, oh, write this fucking idiot off.
Yeah. Well, Clifton Erickson says, "Stop being a dick, Brian." Okay,
Yeah,
Clifton,
Brian.
I'll stop being a dick.
Being a dick for what?
He's just bugging me. It's all good. See, that's the thing. See, you read it. What do you mean being a dick? What do you mean, Clifton? Fuck you, man. No, I'm just kidding. Clifton's a really good guy. You know what? He's been a big supporter of the channel. We got so many good people in here tonight, actually, in the chat. It's awesome, and I love doing this shit. Greg Deneen, what a beast. He came over, I think,
Got a big match
on
coming up.
Thursday. Yeah, well, he's feeling strong, man. Like, he was doing, put it this way, he was doing like Artem Morozov numbers on back pressure, on side pressure.
Jesus.
Like, I'm serious. Like, it was ridiculous. And he was moving it. Like, I was just like, yeah, very, very psycho strength. Greg Deneen's got some psycho strength. Yeah, very strong guy. I think he's one of the best left-handers in North America, I think. He's just got to
What weight?
He's 242. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a super,
good.
but big, strong dude. Yeah. Really
be a
strong.
super.
Really
I'm halfway
huge.
to 242.
242, yeah. I never get there. I'm too heavy.
I'm halfway.
Oh, are you? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to pull at that weight? Do you think that would
Yep.
be a good weight? Yeah.
Yep. Well, my plan is eventually 115, right? 253.
Yep.
But if I have to, I can water cut to 240. That shouldn't be no problem. If I can get to 260, I can make 242 any
I know
day.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
If you can
yeah.
get your walk around weight around there, then
Mhm.
you can cut
Then
if
you
you
can
wanted
cut it,
to
no
down to
problem.
that weight. Yeah, no, for
And
sure.
I've lost almost, I've lost like 35 pounds and still stronger. That was when I first got into arm wrestling. I wanted to cut the weight, but I was so worried about losing strength.
Strength,
I'm only getting stronger. I mean,
yeah,
I was fat enough. I had the mass to lose
Mhm.
and unquality mass. So it's not affecting me at all now. Someone who's 260 like Easton, if he was 260, he's lean. If he cut to 242, it might take more out of him than it would me. But
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It would actually diminish him because
yeah,
he'd be losing maybe a little bit of muscle and
yep.
yeah, I
Just
know
because I don't
exactly.
know, how old are you and like how tall are you and like what are your measurements going for?
So I'm 22 and I'm 6'2",
Okay,
275.
yeah. Well, you're lighter than me, man. I'm 6'3" and a little bit, and I'm 318.
Mm.
So I'm like
So my
all
biggest I was 310.
quality. No, just kidding.
Biggest your 310?
That's the
The
only thing
biggest
I
I
don't like
was
about Robert.
310.
Oh, I've been heavier. I've been heavier in this too. Yeah, I have. But you know what I find? The harder I work out, and the more because I was down to like 290 something, and then I
Mhm.
started really going hard,
Mhm.
and then I just put all the weight back on. So
Mhm.
I'm one of those
Well,
guys
it's
that
different. It's different when you're training.
yeah,
You know, if you're moving, I don't. That's not as worried as if you're
hmm
a couch potato. But
yeah. No, for some reason I just get really like even Chuck. So when I pulled Chuck Young the Destroyer,
mhm,
when I took the match, I was 268. I
mhm,
was like I got sick though, right? So I was
mhm.
like I was down in weight. And then on game day I came in at like 306.
Why and how,
Like,
wow,
yeah, and he goes, "You're not
that's not the same
260."
guy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. And I came in jacked. Like I was like, let's do this. You know what I mean?
he's like
And I
fuck.
crushed
What
him.
did I?
Like, oh yeah, like he came in at what did he come in at? Like 260? Yeah.
Oh
And
wow.
I was like 50 pounds on him on match day. Yeah. Because he said there was no weight cap, right? So I just went hard on the weights and hard in training, and I ate really, really good, and I got back up to my healthy weight, right? So,
Mhm,
but I wasn't feeling well, and I was light when I took the match with him, right? So,
mhm.
yeah. So he was like, yeah, I'm like, sorry, man, I forgot to
And
tell you.
you won that match.
Oh yeah, I crushed him. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I do
But
have to
like
say
that's
though, there's
another thing.
one thing that Albert arm wrestling needs is more short guys. I'm sick and tired of being the shortest one all the time.
Yeah, you're short. Yeah.
I'm pretty small for a super.
Well, yeah.
I'm not a super.
Yeah.
I'm a 20.
I've got baby
And I'm
hands,
5'7".
if that counts for anything.
My hands aren't huge, but they're thick.
Yeah, mine are too.
Yeah. I got a real thick hand, but just they're not. My finger length is not that great. I struggle myself sometimes getting a good wrap.
Yeah.
But I've learned to use it to my advantage, right? So
Mhm.
because it's hard to get around my hand too. So it's like yeah. And I
I mean, you have
really
close to the same hands, eh, Brian?
what's that?
I mean, you have close to the same size hands. Yours are thicker in the thumb,
Yeah.
but I
They're
think
close.
in like just all around, like
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah.
close.
I don't have a
It's
super
decent
hand.
sized
I
hands
don't
for
have a
most of the
super
time.
heavyweight hand.
I don't
Yeah.
either. That's why I'm thinking about going to 115.
hmm
Smart.
Well, you know what's funny though is when I'm in a match though, all they talk about on the commentary is my hand. How do you get around that thumb? Like that hand. But really, it's like I don't get good coverage. Like
Hmm.
it's just a thick hand, right? Like it's sausage fingers, kind of, right?
Hmm.
But like I said, the one big thing in the setup, I always try to get my thumb pad on top of yours, right? So
Hmm.
if I can start with my thumb pad even to yours or a little higher than your thumb pad, I don't think you're going to beat me. I don't think many people will beat me. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
yeah. That's what a lot of people like. I've noticed. Did you see Ryan? Sorry, I don't mean to change the subject. Did you see how good Ryan Boussier pulled yesterday?
I did not.
Well, he actually really, like, one of his problems is he used to just take shit in the setup all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and he would lose before he even starts pulling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were talking last week, and I just laid out everything that I expect out of a setup and the start of a match.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell the gears were turning in his head, and he wouldn't just accept nothing. He would force a ref script, or you would actually see him get that thumb pad. He would get the height on the thumb pad. He'd get his thumb pad higher than the other guy, and he was just crushing everyone. And I just noticed that, like 75% of the match is that setup, man, or getting what you want for the
Yeah,
goal.
it is.
Yeah, because it's like that's really what separates us in our levels, right?
Yep.
So,
But also,
yeah.
Brian,
I've put more emphasis on that recently.
Mm-hmm.
But it's super important.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
What I
it's
kinda
just
like-
it's just as important as your strength. In some cases, I mean, you can be stronger than the guy, but
You can't access your strengths. What good is it?
Yeah. But like the one thing I learned about having too big of a thumb pad, and I learned this from you, Brian, is if someone else has a somewhat big thumb pad and they squeeze on your thumb, you can't cap it and it fucks you.
Well, I'm learning. I'm fixing that though. But you're right. When I get matched with evenly thick hands, I can't reach my thumb, the cap.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled. I like capping for so long that if I didn't have the cap, I didn't feel comfortable at all, and I would have to get the ref script. But if I didn't get closed first, I never got a proper cap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I developed. Okay, listen, if I force the ref script and they're closing him first, and
You're going to move.
Yep, and I can't get a cap. I'll either complain that I want a regrip because look, I'm not capping, and if they say, "Well, your thumb's just too big," I'll say, "Well, then cap me first." And if they have to redo it, they always switch. Okay, I'm closing you this time.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm capping and I'm getting closed first. And I always tell everybody that I'm training, you want to be closed first. If you're not closed first and you don't like what you got on the ref script, just use your foul. Don't take a loss. Use your foul because the next time they grip you up, they have to close you first the next time. You know what I mean? Like,
but that can usually use right. All I got to do is now I got a foul, and then now you're getting closed up again.
I promise you, if you're getting close second, you do not have the superior grip over your opponent.
No, but what you're saying is what you just told everyone is if getting closed last, like second, I'm gonna foul, and then I'll be getting closed first. Now all they got to do is foul to get you getting closed second.
Listen. It's a strategy, right? But it doesn't always happen. I've been closed second where I'm very comfortable still. But it depends on the other guy's hand and what he's doing and his level of experience, right? I'm just saying, I would much rather, if I don't get what I want in the setup, I would much rather get what I want in the setup. You know what I mean? So I will use that foul to get what I want in the setup now, where I never used to do it, right? So, yeah, I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but I mean, these little things is what makes a difference on W's and L's. You know what I mean?
Especially once you get to a certain level, it's it can be so close where it comes down to who had the buckle, or it comes down to the positioning, and especially at East versus West type matches, it's so minuscule.
Yeah. Well, the thing is what do you think? So listen, I'll tell you quickly what I think about the buckle. I've always said if I have the buckle, I don't like it. I don't like having the buckle. And the reason is I find myself fighting too hard to keep my webbing height. And a lot of people say, Hutchings says, the buckle doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, if I go by all the times I've won and lost, the buckle definitely matters. And you know what I mean? And when I win a good setup, I usually don't have the buckle. I usually find myself a little higher in the webbing and already just about ready to crack that hit. But when I get the buckle, and they're pulling it down, I have strategies that I can try to
Yeah.
mitigate it.
Exactly.
But a lot of times, if the other guy's really good,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to mitigate it, and
So
you are going to start at a disadvantage.
yeah, I was in the Todd Hutchings boat at first, where I was like, "Oh, it doesn't fucking matter."
Yeah.
And then I had a match. We went, me and this one guy. This was last year. Really good dude, by the way, in the States. His name is um, I'm blanking.
My blank. It's okay.
I,
Might
I,
think of it.
I'm blanking. But we went 3-2 both hands,
Okay.
and whoever had the buckle always lost.
Yeah.
And I said, "Damn it!"
Yeah.
And you can, as long as you mitigate it,
Yeah.
like you're pushing up, and when they're tightening,
Yeah.
you're not dropping your webbing.
Yeah.
It's not as noticeable.
Yeah.
But I definitely started noticing on people who don't know how to do it. I'm coming all the way through
Damn
that.
right. You're just like, yes. Yeah. You're like,
Yep.
yeah. No, I agree.
But
Well,
I also don't it can become a placebo in a way
Yep.
where you say, "Oh God, I've got the buckle." I am not like that
Oh,
either.
no.
You know,
Yeah.
so I think it's important to realize, okay, it's an advantage, but you can't be thinking, "Oh God, I have the buckle."
No. I can give another little tip to people. Oh, you want to say something, Cody? Go ahead. I seen you want to. You better.
What I find out, like what I've just been realizing, because I 99% of the time just strap full. That's what I like.
Mhm.
And what I'm finding is it depends on what kind of pressures you're looking for. If you have the buckle, you get more strap pressure on the top of your hand here. But when you
Mhm.
don't have the buckle, I get more pressure from the strap here.
Mhm.
I like it there. Yeah.
So it depending on the drive with
How
the
you
strap, with your if it matters or not. I find like I like to have a lot of pressure through the back of my
It
wrist.
gives you a little more
Like that's
supinated
where I
lock
feel the
versus
strap
pronated
squeezing
lock.
me. So
It's style.
I would rather not have a buckle. But if you like having like if you're more here and you want to pull with your pronation, then having the buckle would be also just as fine.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Another thing, because you're right, Cody. I think you're right. It depends on your pulling style, who you are. I think some people it might not matter just because they don't give a shit about the height. They don't even making it about that anyway.
Yeah, it's
They want-
crazy. Michael is the worst.
Yeah. yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. You think you got everything. Yeah. And then it's like,
yeah.
no. So one secret I could say, if you got the buckle, what I like to do is when they're pulling it down, I go with it, but I take my grip when they're pulling me down, and the both hands are coming down. I'll take my grip, and then when they bring us back up, I'm now on top and fully pronated. So
Mm.
I have some secrets that I guess they're not secrets. Everyone's listening, but
Yeah.
just think about it next time you're practicing.
You had some
people in the
secrets,
chat.
you mean?
It's okay though. I want to help and let everyone learn because you still got to execute it. I can
Mhm.
tell you what I'm doing.
Yep.
You still got to learn it.
You know, I also try to tell people knowing what to do is the easiest part.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
doing it.
You know, you got to be strong enough to do it, and you've got to be able. You know, at the end of the day, knowing what to do does not win a tournament. Does not win a super match. Does not. You got to be strong enough, and you've got to be able to apply it in a efficient and applicable manner. So.
I agree. Yeah, you can
Over
learn.
again and over again and over again.
Yeah.
Reliably.
Yeah, no, I agree, Zach. And that's another thing too. Even Devin told me a long time ago, and I think this is why he told me. He says, because I was only about 6 months in when I met Devin, and he goes, "You know what? Start training somebody." He told me, and I'm like, "Training somebody? I'm only 6 months in." He goes, "Yeah, but it's gonna. When you're teaching him, you don't want to give him bad information, right?" So he goes, "It will just reinforce any ideas you had up to this point, and it will just reinforce." Yeah, it just reinforces everything that you're thinking about arm wrestling when you're teaching him, and it will actually make you think harder about what you're teaching him and make you come to your own real. He says you'll learn in the process teaching somebody. He says just try to have someone that you can teach, or at least maybe not teach, but like train with, that you can like throw your input at and help. And that will help your arm wrestling, your table IQ, and everything else. And I was like, and I think he was right, because I started teaching people right away after that, and I started learning lots. Yeah, just different theories made me think about things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I love arm wrestling so much, though. So like I could just ramble on forever, right? So yeah, do you guys got any questions for Jeremy? I'm going to run to the washroom quick because I know that I'm a big mouth and I talk too much. So ask him a question or two, and I'll be right back.
Who's
I'll
your
hang
favorite
out
training
for
partner,
Zach.
Jeremy? Yeah. I was just saying, Jeremy, who's your favorite training partner?
His name's Andrew Wallace. He's I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, obviously it's Michael. That's a pretty unique thing. But I've got, I have a group. I live about an hour and a half away from Michael. So I also have a local group that I have, and I have some outside of Michael. I also have a really good group around me. So it's I have a
Good.
lot of good guys.
Good.
Is there any
It's good to have someone
bigger
like
names
that
in there?
at that level.
Sorry.
Is there any bigger names on in your local arm wrestling group that you're starting to get out
Oh,
there, or are you?
Oh no, probably the biggest one would be Andrew Wallace. He's a 154 pounder. He won the Aries Super 64 right-handed. He he's probably, I don't think he's ranked yet, but he's closing in on the top 20 and at least in America. Um he's really probably the only one that's close around here. He's a 154-pound guy with a larger hand than me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now we're like this. He's like the same height as me, but he's skin and bone.
Well, I would
But his
imagine.
hands are huge. He's got super big hands, especially for his size, for his weight. He's really good. We started around the same time, and we're really in a similar places. We're both new, but we get better every single week. So
Oh, I can imagine.
he'll be in the national scene very soon, very soon. He travels for work, so he's pulled. He just last week he went to a practice with Todd Hutchings, Kevin Palco and stuff before. So he's getting a lot of good experience. You'll look at him, and his brother's just as good. His brother, they're like the same size. His brother got second at that Aries Super 64 tournament.
Damn.
There were 64 guys in 154-pound class.
Jesus.
The brothers got first and second, and they're close.
See,
So
that's
I
what
mean,
Zach told.
yeah.
I
Oh,
wonder how that
tiny
went.
too.
Yeah, they call me
Zach's
Tiny
one.
Tim.
Yeah.
Well, you got what? It was 143. You're net Canadian national champ.
Right and left he is.
You're 143 of the Canadian national champion.
Yeah, Zach is. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
Zach is. Yeah.
cool.
Right
Zach's
and left
really
arm.
good arm wrestler.
So do you walk around at that, or do you have to cut for that? Well, I think he's gone.
Yeah, he'll come back
Yeah,
with his phone overheated.
No, he usually walks around to like 154, and then he cuts
Yeah.
down to 143.
I don't
See, his
even know if he
brother,
does that.
his younger brother is like 130 pounds, but he is just stupid strong. So that would be interesting. I'd like to see a lighter weight class than that for those kind of people.
Well, we have our own, we have, right? Well, we're doing our own promotion. Like, we got one coming up in May, and like, just as we do them, we're going to be looking out for people for like Brian to have a super match with, me to have a super match with, Zach. And it's nice hearing about these guys because now we know they're out there, they're super strong, and they're good people that and have in mind for a super match if they ever want to come down to Canada.
I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a 54-pounder, or Andrew, the older one, he cuts the 154 a little bit, so he can pull 176. Find him and look him up. He'll be on the national scene very, very soon.
Tim says Andrew should be ranked. He is underrated, 154. What if
Oh,
he's talking about
sweet.
the same guy? Yep. Must be
I'm
talking.
glad. I'm glad someone knows him. That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know, eh? You know why? Because we know all we. You know what? Arm wrestling's getting to a point that's so awesome because you know what? I don't just watch the big names. I'm watching all the events. I'm seeing guys pulling, and I'm like, oh, like this guy in Montana right now. He's brand new. His name's Pedro. The guy is going to be a natural. Like I promise you, everyone's going to know Pedro in the next 2 years. Like it's like, and I love seeing that, and I like seeing all the young guys come up, and I start picking them out, and sure enough, you know what I mean. I did it with Cody Wood. I seen Cody Wood early when no one even watched him, and I'm like, oh, this guy, he's gonna. Well, you watch, and then boom, within a couple of years, you just went like this, boom. You know what I mean? So, you know, I like doing that. And then I'm excited about you, Jeremy. Like I've been watching you since like, you know, you weren't even full-time training yet, I don't think, with Michael, but I've seen you a couple times that, you know, in his training and that. I'm like, that kid, man, how old's that kid? I'm like, he's gonna be good, right? So
Yeah.
it's awesome. And then to see you develop and to grow, and I mean, it's a nice feeling. You know,
I
love
appreciate that.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, and this Easton McCormick, I think I want to pull him now.
Yeah. No, you better do it soon.
Yeah.
You better do it soon.
Yeah, because I'm not, you know what, tell you the truth, I wasn't all that impressed with Cody Merritt because I think I could beat Cody Merritt on the right. I just feel like him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, his right's not as good.
No, it's not his left, man. His left's so different, right? It's like that's the same thing with like Logan. I think his left is going to be, if he continues on this trajectory, he will be someone that everyone's going to fear on the left. You know, if he's not already, like I think he is already, right? So, you know, yeah, I just love it, man. But yeah, even frig, if I could pull you, I'd like to pull you now. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Your numbers are amazing. I've been so impressed with your numbers.
Listen, don't worry about the numbers. That
No, the
don't
numbers
really
don't
mean a whole lot.
tell you the truth. No, but you want to know something? I don't get scared of the numbers when it comes to arm wrestling.
Good, that's good.
But I can still, you know what I do get scared of? Is just the effort and the work you're putting in. When someone puts in the work, there's translation, and it happens quicker than someone that is not, you know, putting in that work, right? So, you know what I mean? If you're that motivated, you're putting in that work, you know what? It will, every single time you go to that table, there'll be a little more translation, a little more connection. And, you know, it's all about building those tendons and getting that connection. And once you get it, you don't lose it. You know what I mean? So that's why the guys that have been pulling so long, like Hutchings, like no one's going to ever break his tendons. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I want to answer a couple questions in the chat real quick.
Sure.
Just
I missed a bunch, did I? Yeah.
Just a couple. I wanted to get Houdini Sports said, who do I want to pull next? If I really would be Leroy Walker. He said on a podcast, someone else's podcast, that he wanted to pull me, which I thought was awesome. The fact that because obviously I wanted that match, but I wasn't going to push for it. But then he said he wanted to pull me.
I got you favored in that.
No, I don't. See, don't do that. But I hate it when people say I'm going to win.
No, but I got it. From an outsider looking in, like Leroy is building his connection, and he's super powerful, but I still don't see the technical prowess yet in Leroy.
Yeah, I think I could get just strong enough to get close and get into it. But he said on a podcast that he wanted to pull me, and I was like, sweet,
gotta do it.
So because I was a fan of I've been a fan of strongman for over 10 years.
Me too.
So I got into arm wrestling just before Brian Shaw did, and you know, it was actually Larry Wheel. So the very first competitive arm wrestling thing I saw was Devin and Ian Carnegie on ESPN with Shaq. That was the very first thing I saw.
Nice.
And I thought that was I was in school at that time, and I was like, man, that is so freaking cool. And I was the local guy. Like I've only been arm wrestling for 2.5 years, but I was like, everybody does it around here, and I was the guy in my school to beat. There was kids who would come around the lunch table just arm wrestle me.
Yeah.
And so when I saw that, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And the very next video that was recommended to me was Matt Mask and Devin WAL.
Yeah.
That was the first competitive arm wrestling I watched, and I thought it was just the freaking coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then on that video, someone said you had to have big hands, and I said, "Oh, I'll never do this," and I quit. But it was actually Larry Wills who reintroduced me to the sport.
Okay.
So if I can leverage myself to pull some of these strongmen and stuff to pull, that's what I want to do. So the fact that Leroy Walker said that he wanted to pull me, sign me up. I will pull him next week.
No, that's awesome. I'd love to see that match. Any promoters out there? That's a good match.
The any promoters really, but the Get Cracked people that he just pulled Auden on posted a video of Auden's him and Auden's match and said, "Who should Leroy pull next?" And I waved in the comments.
Yeah.
Leroy said, "Set that match." I haven't heard anything from the promotion.
That's awesome.
But Leroy said, "Set that match," which that would just be
awesome.
I'm at the point right now.
He seems like a really good guy. Leroy seems like a really good guy.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
And he's super strong. I'm so fascinated with strength that he's a new arm wrestler. I mean, he's been arm wrestling longer than I have.
3 years, I think.
Twice as long as I've been arm wrestling. So, pulling people like that would mean more to me right now than because I'm not ready for East versus West.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care about going to WAF at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Which I really wanted to go before I turned 23, but that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
Ottawa, maybe.
WAF's in Ottawa.
In 27, it's in Ottawa. Yeah, Canada.
I might be at that one.
Yeah,
that's a whole lot easier than going across the pond.
Yeah. That's what everyone's. That's what we're all thinking.
That's going to be huge.
Oh yeah, it's going to be
WAF. Okay, that interests me. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I better read this super chat. Or do you want to read this one, Cody? Can you read it? Or I can. I can do it.
Go ahead.
It's $9.99 from Clifton Erickson, my man. I don't care what anyone says. Specific arm wrestling lift numbers that are tied directly or close as possible to how you pull. The number matters because it shows improvement. Okay. Yeah. No, he's saying pretty much like arm wrestling specific lifts should have direct correlation to how you pull. Like if you're lifting and training with weights like to match your pulling style, you should see much improvement. Yeah, you know what, Clifton? You're kind of like his side pressure is so ridiculous. And I seen him with Victor. He just used that side pressure. And all that training, he was able to put it on the table and just make it about power, and it was really, really good. Really good. Yeah. Well, thanks for the $10, Clifton. I sent him a poster. He won an East versus West 20 poster last month. I sent it to him, and U.S. Customs has it on hold.
What the hell?
Yeah, I know. I said, well, it's not a bomb. It's just a tube with a poster in it. Like, come on. So anyway, he's still waiting for it. He won a mug this month, a Through the Fingers mug, but I'm not going to send it until I know we got the poster. Yeah.
Carolyn said she didn't want
it. Yeah, you know what? Carolyn's got a mug. She's got a mug. Well, you know what I want to do is when we get our new shirts. Carolyn's such a good fan. I want to just send her one. I'm going to send her one of the new shirts. So
Houdini, that is my dream. That is my freaking dream. I don't think it'll ever happen, but if I can ever leverage myself to pull Eddie Hall, I will murder him.
Yeah.
I will murder him.
He's one of my favorite strongmen too.
Oh my God, I love them all.
Yeah, I love them all. Okay, because I'm a strongman buff, right? I've always followed it. I tried to be a strongman myself when I was in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite? Is it Brian Shaw?
It's Brian Shaw. Now it's not like I like them all.
Yeah.
So I watched. What got me into strongman was the documentary Born Strong.
Yep. I see that.
See, I saw that when I was a kid. I think it came out in 2016 or 2017,
2017.
and that was essentially like watching Pumping Iron to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I was always. I mean, I've played sports. I played every sport I could ever since I could play sports. Now, I was never. I never thought I was going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know,
Mhm.
you know, it's no secret. I'm a pretty fat guy. So when I saw Born Strong, I was like, these are my people,
Yeah, yeah.
and I just fell in love with it. I've been following it ever since. But
Yeah.
you know, Bryant's definitely my favorite. But
Okay.
they're
Well,
all
you know,
close.
Brian's in my top 5, right?
Okay,
My,
Yeah.
my favorite, and I think that no one would have even come close to beating him, and he would have had the all-time record if he was allowed
Bill
to compete.
Kazmaier. I know what you're going to say
Yes.
before you say, yep.
Bill
He
Kazmaier.
would have had like 6 or 7.
Yeah, easy. But he was so dominant, they
So
wouldn't
good,
have
they told him he couldn't come back.
No, and then guys that had no chance against someone, like
Yep.
Golf Capes or whatever the frick his name
That's
is.
that's the biggest
Yeah.
tragedy of that sport.
It was because Bill Kazmaier, his static power,
Yep.
no one.
They took him out in his prime.
Yeah,
He was in his prime, man.
so crazy. Yeah, it was so crazy. So yeah, so I'm a huge Bill Kazmaier fan.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I love them all too. And you know, I like the statically strong guys. So like Eddie Hall was one of my favorites too, because his just static strength and his pressing power. I was just always what's that?
I also like strongman, and like one of my top, I would say one of my 2 top 5 would be like the Stallman brothers. I really like Martinez.
Martins.
And like I like that he started pulling too, because like I want to see him like after this is his last year with strongman. After he's done, I would
It's
like
so
to see
awesome.
him go for.
It's so awesome seeing all these guys come in, and it was right after I got into the sport. It was like,
Yeah.
that's really why, because so I thought I was going to do strongman.
Mhm.
That's kind of what I wanted to do.
Yep.
So I was playing American football. I did everything. I wrestled for 15 years, played football.
Nice.
I was going to play American football in college.
Yeah.
I had several scholarship offers, but I got too many concussions. Finally got knocked out on the field, and doctors didn't medically clear me to play football anymore. So I fell into this kind of 2-year rut. My whole life it was football, college, and then when you lose that, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'd been a fan of strongman, and I thought I was going to do strongman, but something about arm wrestling, I got into it, and then everybody else got into it, and I was like, I made the right decision.
You made a good decision. Mm-hmm. You sure did. But you know, strongman, they're all coming over now. You know who I seen at the table last week? Maxine.
I saw
Boudreaux.
Terry Hollins.
Oh, really? Yeah, Terry Hollins. Wow, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
I
actually,
think
here's
Maxine
for both of you
Boudreaux
guys,
last
that are
week. That
big
was crazy.
strongman fans. If you could choose one strongman that's not in arm wrestling already, could come in and join like and start arm wrestling, who would it be?
Mark Felix.
Yeah, probably.
Mark Felix.
Gigantic. And the way his static holds, like it's just his holding power. I wouldn't want him gripped around my hand. No way.
I would say outside of him, if it wasn't him, it would probably be, I'd say either Mitch or Evan Singleton.
Evan Singleton's hand's huge too. Gigantic.
Because I think, you know, it's so awesome to me that these strength athletes are getting into the sport, but
T-Rex.
the issue I see for them is they're trying to turn it into a lift.
Yeah.
Arm wrestling is not a lift; it's combat. It's dynamic. It's movement. It's combat. You know, I love wrestling. Is my favorite sport that I've ever done. I wrestled for 15 years, and I think you start getting wrestlers who get done with college and put them in arm wrestling. They can be really good. There's a guy who wrestled for Iowa, 125. His name was Spencer Lee. He was 125 pounds, deadlifting over 500 pounds raw. No straps, nothing. The strength he had in his hands at that weight, he could be so good at arm wrestling at that weight.
Yeah. No, I know
So
what you're saying.
that's the only thing that worries me about these strength athletes getting in is they have to realize that this is not a lift. It is
Yeah,
combat.
the injuries that can happen. I worry about
Yep.
that with Brian Shaw
Yep.
because he's still awkward, even though he's strong and and he's pulling Leonidas. He still looks awkward, and even though he's strong, you can tell he hasn't even come close to finding his connection on the table yet.
Mhm.
When he does start getting that connection, yeah, man, I don't know. You know what? He's gonna be the next Levon, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. People look at strength and they go, Brian Shaw, he should be good right away within 2 years. It's like it doesn't work that way. It takes a long time to find the connection and how to apply your strengths on the table. Like we all know that, right? That's why I always call it a tendon sport, and it's a game of leverage. You know what I mean? It's just like even wrestling. I did a lot of wrestling too. I high school wrestled. I wanted to be in the Olympics. I did all that. I loved wrestling. And I just liked it because even in wrestling, it wasn't always strength. Sometimes it was actually leverage. Leverage is what, put you in the right position. You know what I mean? I remember I used to do this move and I would do it to guys stronger than me, but they banned it. You can only do it once for a point now. Have you ever heard of the gut wrench?
Yep.
I love the gut wrench because once I got behind and I got locked, you were rolling this way and then I was rolling you that way. And I would go point. You know what I mean? And I would destroy. I love that. And everyone hated me and no one wanted to pull me because I gut wrenched everybody. But then they ended up you're not allowed, you can do it once or something. And then now
So you do it once, you get the point. Then if you like let it go and get it back, can you do it again?
yeah, you can do it again, but there has to be
I
something
see.
in between, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, so I wasn't as good then. Yeah. Hey buddy, you back, Zach?
Yeah,
I
my
will
phone.
say if any of them is going to be able to come in and beat Levon, the only person that would be able to do it is Brian.
I agree.
There's none of them.
Mhm.
If Brian can't do it, it's going to take
Another arm
an
wrestler.
arm wrestler to do it.
It's gonna take
Honestly,
too long.
Yeah.
I love Brian and I love that he has strongman career and now that he's in arm wrestling, but I think he started too late to ever actually make it to LeBron level.
Yeah, it's.
Maybe. Possible.
In my
Well,
opinion.
Levon is
I
still
love
peak.
that he's in it, and I hope he doesn't get discouraged. But
Well,
I
that's the
don't.
thing.
He.
See him top 20.
Oh, for sure. He might. He's damn close to that now.
He
You
is.
know.
He is.
And
you gotta remember
Leonidas.
time game.
Schoolboy. I don't think Schoolboy gets enough credit as he deserves. I mean, he's
Oh yeah, I know.
he's ranked like 12th in the world left-handed. His right's not as highly ranked, but
Mhm.
Leonidas beating him means a lot.
Mhm.
You know, Leonidas is a great arm wrestler.
He's a freak.
If Brian beats him, that will mean a lot.
Mm-hmm.
His potential
He gave
shows.
John Brzenko a war.
Do what?
He gave him a war. John Brzenko.
He gave John Brzenko a harder match than Corey West did.
Yeah.
Now I think John's in way better shape now, but or Corey's in way better shape now, but
Mm-hmm.
what he does is impressive, and I think they get a lot of crap from the hardcore arm wrestling community, and I think that's going to stir people away.
Mm-hmm. I agree. We gotta stop being such purists all the time and have an open mind. Like that's one thing I said about East versus West. I said, in some ways, having Dexter looking at it from like a fan's perspective rather than a puller's perspective is good for us because the problem is we love the sport so much that we don't see any flaws or we just see, it's fucking awesome. We just love pulling, but we don't see it from a fan's point of view on what we could do to make it better, to bring more people in, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We get, we want to be that way. We want to bring everyone in, but we just fall in love so much with the sport, we become closed-minded.
Yeah.
And then it just turns into, what do you mean you don't like arm wrestling? It's fucking awesome. Why is it awesome? Oh, because it is. You know what I mean? So, we have to make it so, people can watch it like you did. You seen Shaq versus Ian Carnegie and Devin.
Devin.
Well, you know what? We need more of that.
Yeah.
Like, and Roberts, he's trying to get that. He wants to bring in Conor McGregor and shit. Like,
Hey, I'll
do it.
I'll arm wrestle Conor McGregor.
Damn right. Oh yeah.
I'll arm wrestle him.
Yep. Yeah, Zach versus Connor. yeah. That'd be
To be honest, that's another name that would have been really great if they would have started arm wrestling from a young age. Is Shaquille O'Neal? He beat Ian Carnegie,
Oh yeah.
not knowing what he was doing.
Well,
Yeah.
Ian got him after. Yeah, I know, but you're right. It was crazy. Right.
Just never really done any kind of arm wrestling training. Beat Ian Carnegie. That's actually insane.
That's why Mark Felix would be really good. Mm-hmm. Just a hand like this, like their hands are like that long. Can you imagine someone gripping your hand and coming to the bottom of this side, like here? It'd be like, whoa, that'd be weird, right?
Different.
Yeah. So, what do you got coming up? What do you got planned? You
I
got
have
any
nothing
tournaments,
coming
or-
up. I'm doing March 14th. I'm doing Arkansas State. I don't have any super matches or any big tournaments booked for me. Right now, I'm focused on trying to get in better shape and just get stronger. March 14th, I'm pulling at Arkansas State. April 11th. Funny enough, there's another Arkansas State April 11th. So I'll have two local tournaments. I think March 14th there's going to be. I kind of try to rile some people up to get them to show up to the tournament, but I think there's going to be good people from out of state. So I may get beaten that tournament. Which I don't care. People think I'm care about winning. I don't care. I'm
get your
still so
losses
young.
now. Get your losses now.
You know,
yeah.
I fell in love with arm wrestling the day I put my arm on the table.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was a 5-year goal for me to be ranked in my state. In 6 months, in my very first pro tournament that I won, I beat number 3 and 4 ranked in the state. Number 1 and 2 is Michael Todd and Corey West.
Yeah.
So that made me. I don't really care what happens in the next couple of years. I really don't. Like, I'm not chasing wins. I'm not, Logan's really pushing to get on an East versus West match, and that's fine, and I respect that. I understand. I'm so young and I'm still so new. I have so much to learn, to develop. I can.
Yeah.
That's
Trust
what
yourself.
motivates me so much. Is I'm at where I'm at now. Imagine me in 5 years, or 7 years, or 10 years. That's the game I'm playing.
Yeah.
So I'm really not trying to kind of get ahead of myself. I'm not trying to.
I'm glad that you're thinking that.
I'm not.
Really good.
I'm not
That's
trying
good.
to act like I'm better than I am, because I'm not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I just want to go slow, and I want to learn as much as I can. Now, with that being said, I'm obviously going to take the best matches I can get.
Oh yeah.
But
You learn the most, and you got to feel the best to be the best. So
yeah,
you kind of are lucky that way too, like we are, but because you get to grip with Michael a lot. But at the same time, you have to feel the levels that you're competing against, and know how to train and whether you're ready for it. And if you're not taking the best matches, if you're not punching up when it's offered to you, then I think you're wasting your time, right? So you always gotta punch up. You always gotta take every match offered. You always gotta, and it's those losses that you will take here and there, but you'll learn the most from those, right?
Yeah. Oh, I
As
agree.
long as you
I
gave
don't
your
think
all. Yeah.
I don't think I've won a super match, but you know what? I keep getting invited to them.
That's right.
I'm learning. I'm getting better every single week. I get better, and I genuinely mean that. I get stronger and I get better every single week.
Yeah.
I've not plateaued. I've not stopped.
No,
Every
yeah.
single week I've gotten better.
Yeah.
There's almost an infinite linear path with arm wrestling if you put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
You'll always kind of get better over time.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the goal, right? But I think you with that mindset, Jeremy, is it's really good, and I think that is really is going to get you to where you want to be, having that
Hmm.
mindset. You know,
I'm,
because
I'm, you know, I would, don't want to act like obviously East versus West is the goal. That is
well,
my goal. I
that's
want to
the
be,
pinnacle. That's the
I want to be the
UFC
one.
arm wrestling.
I'll say it now. I want to be the 115 world champ one day.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
Big
that's
emphasis on the one day.
yeah.
So I fell in love with arm wrestling, not knowing how good I would be.
Hmm.
So I'm just a kid that hit the lottery and is just trying to do the best I can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, you're learning quickly that you know what, nothing's going to happen unless you put the work in.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You know, there and your hand. I seen your hand. You just proving that hard work, dedication. You know, exactly. Like, you know
you got to
what?
live it. You have to
Yep.
live it.
Well,
Yep.
Zach is the 143 Canadian national champion, right and left arm, and Zach hand is a baby hand. It's a
It
little
is
tiny
literally
little
a
thing.
baby's hand.
It's a little dinky little hand, and he's Canadian. And I mean that definitely means something. You know, there's a lot of good talent in Canada. Believe me.
Oh, I know. It's probably
Yeah,
better than the U.S. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
I don't know, right? We don't know. The problem is we don't. Other than the big promotions, we don't mix enough, and I'd like to see that change. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'd like to see more interaction between our pullers here and guys down there. You know what I
It
mean?
seems like y'all have a better um, uh,
There's a good
youth
structure.
category. Young
Yeah.
young person.
Oh,
Y'all have a
there's
lot more young people. It seems.
huge youth categories. Yeah,
Yeah.
huge. Yep, and I love it. Yeah, you're
Seems like
right.
here in the States, it's a bunch of old rednecks.
Okay, well, you know what? It's just not getting pushed to the kids. Here, we do push it to the kid. Actually, man, the youth category in Lethbridge took an hour and a half, 2 hours just to do the youth category.
See, that's what we need.
Yeah, no, we got that, and we got some really good, like, Jonathan Griffith. He's like a
John
Canadian
Griffith.
national. Yeah, he's like a Canadian national champ, and he's 17 now. Like, we got Amber Drouse. She's like 17. She's in the top 10 in North America for women, like right and left. So she's in the top 10. She actually in the Hook rankings in the top 10, both right and left. And she's just a teenager. She competes in the youth division still.
Hmm.
So we and
That's awesome.
yeah, we had Leia Cornelson. She's older now a little bit. She's 21, I think. But she was a world champion in the youth. She went to Worlds, won Worlds. Um, went to Florida for the qualifier there. I think she won the one arm and came third on the other arm. But I mean, yeah, we got a lot of good young people, and I
That's
think you
awesome.
really do. You're right. You got to really invest in the youth because
Hmm.
that's what's gonna keep growing this sport. The more younger people we get into it, the more, and then when the younger people start using social media, that's what's really going to take off arm wrestling. You get those 13, 14-year-olds that just fall in love with arm wrestling, start doing social media everywhere, about arm wrestling. That's really where the numbers are, right? And I think how we're going to grow this sport. So it's all about the youth. I agree there. Yeah.
And Canada, I find a lot more united when it comes to the arm wrestling community.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
a mess here.
two nationals. There's only the one nationals for now.
We have one nationals for the whole country. Yeah, one
Yeah,
where we all come together.
it's strongman's the same way. It's such a mess.
Yeah.
It's such a
Yeah,
mess.
you got a lot of egos there, but I think
Yeah.
it could be due to the population because your population is massive, right? Like
Yeah,
300 and something million people, I think, right?
yeah.
So we
New
have
York
what,
City has
40
more
million?
people in it.
Yeah, we have 40
Canada.
million people here. Yeah,
And
but yeah,
they're
we have
pretty. I know Canada's a big country, but y'all are quite.
landmass.
Most of the population is quite close to the border, isn't it?
Toronto, like New York border, yeah, Buffalo, and yeah. But here, I mean, we're close too. I mean, we're 2 hours. I'm 2 hours away about 3 hours away from the Montana border.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it takes me 4.5 hours to get to Great Falls, Montana. So,
Mm-hmm.
which we drive a lot. We do a lot of mingling. So Montana's arm wrestling scene's been really growing the last couple of years. So we do a lot of Alberta versus Montana.
Mhm.
And we've done a lot. It's a lot of fun, man.
It wasn't
And,
accurate. Hey, stop it. Hey.
it's a lot of fun when you do that.
Sorry,
Like,
he's
and
pretty
then
nice.
they had the City
It
Slickers
wasn't
versus
actually a
Country
backpack.
Folk.
That's why I didn't want to.
That was a wicked event. Where they brought people from New York, Jersey, all that area, and they brought them and they competed against Alberta and Montana. And,
That's cool.
you know what I mean? And then we have a league starting actually in May.
Peace, brother.
And the way our league works is if you
Thanks,
compete
yeah.
in the league, you get ranked in the league.
Yep.
So we don't have any borders. So it's,
That's how we've got to do with the regional leagues.
Yep, that's what you have to do. So we got South Carolina coming out to this event. I know that. We got, I think, a couple guys from Idaho. We got Montana, a lot of Montana guys coming down. Then we got other provinces here like BC, Saskatchewan, maybe even Manitoba. But yeah, the ranking is going to be for whoever competes in the league gets ranked in the league.
Who's
That's
coming down
really
from
cool.
Idaho?
Well, I don't know 100% yet, but I will. And I'm pretty sure we can get a few of those boys that have been taking super matches in Montana. So, and I haven't. Well, we haven't really pumped it. So we have arm. Have you heard of the Arm Bender? It's a big event from
Yep.
Josh Wilson. So
Yep.
we're not pumping our event hard until the day after their event because
Mhm.
we got Battle Zone, which is a really big event here in Calgary this year at the BMO Center, and then we got Armbender the same day. So right after those events, we're gonna go crazy and promote this event. So
Mhm.
then I'll have a better idea on exactly who's coming. But I'm pretty
I,
sure.
I really like what they're doing with the arm bender. I like
I love it.
the natural aspect of that because
They
I'm
don't do
100% natural. So I,
Yeah,
I'd
they
like
only
to.
do it with some matches, right? They don't.
Mhm.
I misunderstood it
Okay.
before, and I thought that everything was natural, but it's not. It's like they have
Well,
that.
it's
The
just that
championship
title,
matches.
you know.
The title matches.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, well, I think it's cool too, and they pay for testing and everything too, right? So, yeah, no, it's really cool. We sponsored that event. We sponsored the Easton McCormick versus Chuck Young match, and yeah,
It's gonna be a
it's
good
pretty cool, man. And I think I'm gonna have a match on the next one. So maybe Jeremy, you get a match on that one, and we can meet you.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of money that gets thrown on the table with those arm benders too, man. Like
Hey,
I think Logan bought a new truck last year. He got like I don't know how many thousands of dollars got thrown on the table, but it was a lot. Yeah. So yeah, great event. And they pack it. Like they can't even let everyone in. They have to refuse people at the door.
that's crazy.
Yeah, Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You blow the roof right
Yes.
off that.
That's one thing I find that's in the States a lot more than Canada. People willing to throw money on the table.
Yeah, we
and
don't
stuff
have
like
that. We have cheap asses here, a lot of them. But they definitely support, and that's one thing I like about Montana. Montana really gets behind and shows a lot of respect and support for the arm wrestling community. Like, yeah, you'll be going up there to the table, and they'll be like, "Here, put this up there. Let's see a match," and they'll throw $100, and then you'll have different people throwing money at the match. We don't have that here. You know what I mean? And I love that. That's one thing I love about the States. There's generous people that way. You know, they want to see a good match, they'll start throwing money up, and then next
I need
thing
to find
you know,
some of them.
yeah. So that's why I'm like, hey guys, I love Montana. I love all you guys. So just give me lots of money when I come for my match. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I think I might be pulling Chuck Young the rematch maybe next year because apparently it was a fluke. So no, I said sure. I said, you know what? I think I got that puzzle solved. So I'd love to do that match again. But there's a few guys I'd like to pull too.
Brian is a teammate and a friend, but a little piece of me wants to I want him to win. The most of me wants him to win, but a little piece of me wants him to lose. So there's a trilogy and he can beat it, and then
Yeah, I get it. That
it just would make it for a good moment. It would just make for a good moment.
Yeah, but do you really think I'm going to lose? I don't know. I don't think I can lose.
I don't think
I'm going to
you're
train
gonna lose.
hard.
But
I think
I think
got
the moment
Chuck.
would be nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking about giving. You know who I'd like to pull? Because he said he's never had a match outside of Utah, a super match, is Scott Evans. So Scott Evans, I thought, you know what? He's ranked third in Utah, and he's a pretty good puller. He's kind of a one trick pony, and he pulls out every trick he can on you, from what I've seen. But I think it'd be cool to pull him, and it would be my second time pulling like out of Canada, and it'd be his first time. Well, maybe if it happened here, it'd be my second time pulling a U.S. guy in a super match. No, it's some lying. It'd be my third time. Yeah, it'd be
I
my
was going
third
to say,
time.
no, you've had already two.
I've had two. Yeah,
You won one and lost one.
I did lose one. Yeah, but I have.
1-1, baby.
I got my excuses for that one. Yeah, it's fine. Don't want to
But
talk
Brian
about
was
that.
Brian was just forgetting about that one.
No, I didn't forget about it. I just didn't talk about it.
I just want to talk about it. It's not the same.
That's cool.
One
That
of those
thing you're
stickers you
using
want.
there,
I've been wanting those.
I made one of those with my 3D printer, and they work really good. But I had a hard time finding a rubber band for it.
Yeah. Well, you got to get several.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I printed them, but then I was like, shit, I got to get bands for it to work.
This is the first kind of generation. Michael has a better one where it's more like
Fingers and
A
grooves.
rounded tip.
it's more like this instead of me grabbing it like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the new one feels way better.
Okay. Hits
It's
better.
$70 on Temu.
These?
How much?
$70.
$70
Oh, shit.
on Temu? Temu's usually
Yeah.
really cheap.
Well, it's the guy that makes them and selling them. Like it's not actually a Temu product. It's a
okay. Yeah.
individual seller on Temu, and
$70.
for the thumb one and that other one, $70 together.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Hmm.
I don't think I could pay $70 for that.
Yeah.
I printed
I
them
don't
off.
buy any of it, so I don't know the price.
Nice. Yeah, I print stuff like that. So just print it off. It costs you 30 cents in plastic. Yep.
That's a hell of a markup.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm not giving them $70 when I know it costs 30 cents.
Yeah.
The rubber is probably more expensive than the plastic.
Hmm.
The rubber bands. Yeah.
So, y'all are all from Canada, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
How do y'all go about your training? Do y'all train weights and table time, or what do y'all do?
Weights and
Zach
table
can
time.
start. Zach can start. 'Cause
I
we're
like to
different.
just
We're
do
all
most of
different.
table time.
Yeah. Zach's a table time guy. He does lots and lots of table time. And me, I'm about 80-20 or maybe 70-30. So I go on the table like lately. I've been training. I've been going on the table 4 or 5 times a week.
Yep.
But it's only after hard workouts. So what we do and what we've been doing, I've been training at this place called the Deadly Dungeon. It's like my training place outside of Red Deer when I can't make it to Red Deer. But what we do is we do our routines. So let's say today was bicep day. So today we went in, we did our table curls, bicep lifts. We did all the stuff, cross chest curls. We have this thing where we have a handle like a Gripzilla, and we load a band and then a 45-pound plate, and we just slam it, let it hit the ground and slam it, and just catch it, right? Work on our catching. But anyway, we do all that, sets, 3-4 sets of everything. And then at the end, we all pull on the table. And the reason we do it that way is we're really only about 45-50% when we get on the table, and we can go all out and we never get injured. And we're not sore the next day at all, like from the table. We might be a little sore in our muscles from the workout, but not really, because we've been doing it as such a routine. So the next day when it's handle day, or like forearm and wrist, or whatever we do, right, we'll arm wrestle at the end of that. But we might today just say, let's just do setups. So we'll do setups, and we'll just try to win in the setup. The next day, again, we'll do JM press day. We do our press day, triceps and press. We'll arm wrestle again at the end of the day. But it's always at that when you're broken down at the end of your workout. And the reason that I started doing that is because I got injured really bad at Canadian Nationals this year, and I tore my elbow, all the shit.
Mm.
I tore 2 different ligaments. So I had about 5 months where I wasn't on the table. So when I got back on the table, I was strong, but I had lost connection. Like just that comfortability and getting into my power,
Mhm.
I had to find it again. So I believe the only way to get that is lots of table time. So I think that's why Zach's so fucking good, because Zach is like a lot of table time and he's really good at arm wrestling. So I've been trying to incorporate. I do believe that the gym will give me that peak power, but I need to know how to translate it to the table. So that's why every day we will do a little bit of table time after our gym training. Plus, it is reduced injury because your arms are just full of blood. The chances of getting injured on the table after that are actually really, really low. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say that out of all three of us, we kind of have like the whole ladder. Zach is more table time and like he does a lot of band work.
Yeah.
Me, I do about 50-50. I'm 50% in the gym, 50% on the table. And Brian's more gym than table. He's kind of switching up now, but he's normally more gym than table.
Do you do traditional compound lifts?
Only some. I do a few.
I'm thinking I haven't been for like the last 2 years, but I've been thinking about adding them back in. I've been mainly focusing on just arm wrestling specific gym work, but I like to redline in practice.
Yeah, he's a redliner.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm not. I will do it when I have to, or if I'm. It depends on my ego that day. If I have no ego, I'll let Cody redline and pin me. Yeah, but if I feel like I want to be,
it's not like any fast jolt and redlining. It's just. Well, even when we go, I'm never like slamming into it. It's going ease into it, and then now I'm trying to hold them from pinning me, or I'm trying to pin them and then just redline at max. And I find that you build way, way, way more stamina than doing that. Than I find doing high rep, low weight.
Well, I agree because my stamina is my weakness.
Nothing builds stamina like redlining safely.
No, I agree. But yeah, we all approach it. All three of us approach it a little different, which is interesting, right? Because we're all from the Red Deer Club. So like we all been pulling together. What 4 years now, guys? I know you guys.
As long as you guys been pulling.
4 years, I think. Yeah, because I've been competing 4 years this August. So when August comes, it'll be my 4th year competing. So yeah, but yeah, we all approach it a little different. I know. I was seeing. For you, I don't have to ask you that question, really, Jeremy. I can, but I mean, I've been watching you training so thoroughly.
Well, so
I feel like I got an idea.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I assume that your assessment of me is incorrect. I think I've kind of gotten in trouble to where I'm only kind of posting
certain things,
the viral type stuff.
Yeah.
I'm only posting 4% of my actual training.
Yeah.
You know, so I think people have kind of built this image of me of I'm just
going nuts, crazy,
going nuts all the time. I actually don't consider weights as my main training.
Okay.
I consider table time as my main training. I didn't work out at all for the first 6 months that I started arm wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually didn't start working out until Michael Todd invited me to come work out.
Yeah.
So, when the very first practice I went to, it was, I told you earlier I was going to play football in college.
Yep.
So, and I wrestled. So all of my, I don't come from the strength sports. I've been a fan of them, but I never trained it. I never trained for a strongman. I never competed or anything. So all of my knowledge has been like I've been in the gym since 6th grade, but it's been for sports specific movements, building dynamic effort stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I stopped when I was told I couldn't play football anymore, I got lost and gained like I didn't do anything. All I did was smoke weed and play video games. Right. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the week before I went to my first arm wrestling practice, I could not do one push up. I couldn't do one, and I was like, "Fuck, something's got to give."
Yeah.
And I had reached out to Michael Todd probably a year before that, and I was like, "Hey, I'm from Conway. I'm about 2 hours from you. You know, is there anybody local to me that you know that you can connect me with?" Practice was 2 blocks down my house on Thursday nights.
Damn.
I could walk to it.
It's crazy.
My very first practice, Corey West walks around the corner. He trains at the same gym I had a gym membership at for 3 years and didn't go one time.
Oh, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're kicking yourself in the ass.
Yeah. So when I first started arm wrestling, my first week I didn't know what to expect. I fell in love with it, but I was so bad. My hand was just doing that.
I know.
But I loved it. The first week or so was kind of the first week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks was I only did the once a week, but I started to develop a connection pretty quickly and started progressing very quickly. And I started arm wrestling like crazy. Like I would arm wrestle 3 or 4 times a week, 3 hours redlining.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
It was almost therapy for me. It was an escape.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but this was before I knew what a King's move was. My very first practice, someone told me that I can use my body like that. And I was like, oh my God, that feels so good. I spent about 6 months arm wrestling like this because I was too stubborn to lose.
Yeah.
And I would literally arm wrestle. The people who I was practicing with would stop pulling me before I quit. Like I wouldn't get off the table. I would be crying, like in pain, fucking hurting.
I know that is. Yeah.
And like the people I was training with would stop pulling me before I wanted to be done.
Wow.
That's not good. I don't recommend people doing that.
No, because you gotta have a high pain.
Yes, you gotta, dude. I'd wake up at the middle of the night
rest.
crying.
Me too. I did the same.
You know,
I'm a grown man.
And at the same time, I have no pain now.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly now. When the Boardman brothers came over, they were asking me about my pain, and they're like, "Oh, we see it in your lifts. You know, you hurt a lot.
Yeah.
It's gone in 10 seconds."
Yeah.
You know, they were like, they walk around with a lot of pain.
Oh,
I don't do that anymore. I feel great. Like, and my arm still straightens all the way. So, even to this day, table time to me is the most important. Now, if you're Michael Todd and you've been arm wrestling for 117 years, if you're Todd Hutchings, you've been arm wrestling for 314 years, your tendons are going to be different. I don't think you need as much table time at that point. But for your first like 5 years,
yeah, you'll get it in. You're right.
You gotta get that.
Even now, I really only go heavy once a week. The rest of my working out is recovery.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of, I don't post a lot of my practicing. I don't post all of my lifting because I don't know how to explain it. Like when a post does 20 million views,
yeah,
and the next one does 20,000,
yeah,
dude, it's kind of depressing. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't post everything that I do, and I think that's kind of created a false sense of what I'm actually doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good when people underestimate you for a match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fantastic. I want people to do that. You know, and a lot of people beat me in practice. I'm not a guy who's just super dominant in practice. I'll let people beat me.
That's me too.
I'll let people beat me because I won't fight for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is a very good for me. Because there's even people local in Arkansas who kill me. I mean, murder me in practice. You would think I wouldn't even be on, in the same competition. And then
Yeah, but then you go to, and then you pull
I can hold them
this.
center to table. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So
I know
that kind
before.
of, I think, and I would kind of fuck around in tournaments and different things. And some people beat me. Like, there was one tournament I did too. I did a super match on both arms and pulled like 6 classes. I did like 80 matches.
Yeah.
And there was people taking clips of me beating me my 75th match
Yeah.
and posting that clip of me losing.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta change. So I don't really post. Maybe I should do more. I'm not sure, but I arm wrestle a lot, and a lot of the stuff I'm doing for like that I post is strictly for posts.
Yeah.
So it's to get the engagement and it's to get the whatnot. But I
You know
would
what'd be
not,
cool?
huh?
You know what'd be cool? What you should
Hmm.
do is keep the social media the way you've been doing it. You've been very successful. I wouldn't recommend. I mean, you're very successful, so keep doing all that. But maybe you know what I mean. Have a little side gig, and actually break down Jeremy Parker and the in betweens and you know what I mean, and your theories, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like build a story for the people that are following you and love you,
yeah.
right?
I'd
And
like
just do
I'd
it
like to do
separate
that.
though. Do it separate though. Like don't do it. Don't intertwine it with what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
all
saying?
of my videos that I've posted have been shorts. I've never done a long form video.
Yeah.
I'm kind
Okay.
of thinking about doing something like that where I post more about my training. I I don't feel comfortable at all trying to teach people. A lot of people reach out to me and ask me, how do I, questions they should be asking
Yeah.
a coach. I
Yeah.
really, I really try to tell people not to look at what I do as
Yeah.
concrete evidence of training. I think I'm honestly an anomaly in what I'm able to do. I think I have really good elbow genetics, so a lot of things I do, most people aren't going to do. And there's people who have come to practice since I've started, and when they drop down, I'm like, stand up, stand
Yeah.
up. You don't want to do that, because I have a really good King's move, and that was before I even met Michael. Michael even knew who I was, so it's kind of been fate. A lot of people will see me King's move and it's like, oh, you're learning that from Michael. I'm
No,
not
you
learning.
started that way. Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's just fate. Um, so I try to, when I do teach people, I try to teach them more fundamentally.
Mhm.
But that's
Yeah.
not how I started, because when I did start, it wasn't like I wanted to be best in the world. It was, I need something to go do on Thursday nights to get away from my head,
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And they say find a coach that pulls kind of like you. And if you
Mhm.
know you have a really good King's move, well, you found the best coach for that.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And you like
Many
pressing.
better coaches for the
Michael
King's
like
move than Michael thought.
I think Mike's
The-
press is an explosive press. I don't know. It's
yes,
not
it's not
imposed.
hydraulic like
No.
Jerry or
Yes.
Camille or Lars, but it's a punch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guess what? 2 moves I did my very first day of practice:
Press
Press
and
and
King's move.
move.
King's move and flop press.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of an anomaly. Something genetically with me. I'm able to do it, and I don't hurt. So I try not to teach people to do that. I try to teach them to be more fundamental.
You started out that way too, Cody. Pretty
Yeah, I started
similar.
off with my hand is still, I'd say, my weaker point. But and like I was always getting cracked back, always. Up until like year 5. Because I've been doing it for 6 years now. And right up till like year 5, I was getting my hand busted back all the time. And I always flop pressing. And like people have had it where they say that it looks like my whole forearm is making a C because like
Yep.
I'm so far back,
That was crazy.
and it doesn't really ever get injured.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
I
very
hated
like
that
this.
flop. Well, see, look at you guys. You know what I got, Jeremy?
Mm.
Look at that. That's my flexion. Look.
Yeah, but that's not
Yeah,
what we're
Michael
doing, Brian.
Michael's is just like that.
Yeah, and then when I look at this, that's it.
Brian, we're not pushing our wrist back.
Yeah.
See,
But look
that's
on my,
what you're
on my
doing?
left. Look at my left. Like it's
Yeah.
it's still bad, but it's better than my right.
Well, Brian, if we're going with flexion, I can go.
Oh, that would bust my wrist.
But like,
that would
no,
break
this
it.
is
Look.
this,
Ow!
this is straight
That's
wrist. Go with straight wrist, Brian, and then see how far back your fingers curl. Not your wrist, your
I'm
fingers.
trying. Okay. That's it.
He can't do that.
Or you can do,
Oh,
the old thumb to the wrist to the.
I'm doing as hard as I can. That's it. What else you want me to do?
I said you can do the old thumb
What?
to the forearm.
How do you do that? Ow! Ow!
No, it's you got to go downwards.
Yeah, okay. There. Is that good? Look, I got it close. No, I don't have anything. My wrist is so calcified and built up with crap and damage that it doesn't move, man. It's just
Mine
it's
goes
just-
like Jeremy's.
yeah.
But my hand. So I've always been I've always competed since I could.
Yeah.
Now, I've always trained hard my entire life, except for the 2-year span where I didn't do shit. I've always trained, but my diet's always been shit. But my hands, especially when I started arm wrestling, were I had the smallest hands on the football team, and I was the best defense. I was the best guy on the defense, and I had real tiny hands. And when I started arm wrestling, everybody was taking my hand. I had no hand. My hands have gotten so much bigger, even in length. They've grown length.
Mhm.
I've grown a knuckle since I've started arm wrestling. You
I
know,
think so. There's all the blood going to your hand.
oh my! I'm working it every day,
Mhm.
but
That is
my
so
hands
true.
but my hands are. I still think I have small hands, but they've grown. I mean, probably like thickness wise, just thickness wise. Like they were making fun of me in my first practice because of how baby hands I had, and now I have like there will be people who come to practice who haven't come in 6 months. They're like, your hand is fucking crazy.
Mhm.
So
Well, I've been pulling for 6 years now, and when I started, the glove I work construction, so the gloves I would wear were large.
Mhm.
I'm now wearing
oh
2XL
yeah,
gloves.
you were wearing gloves too. That's part of it.
Mhm.
Do you have to wear gloves? Or are you required to?
Yeah, it's required.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. We don't follow
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the OSHA rules and stuff. Where I'm from.
Yeah. It's mandatory by the company. If you don't, they get mad at you. But
Yeah,
even
yeah,
when
yeah.
it gets cold, gets pretty damn cold up here. So
Oh, that's right. You are.
Oh yeah, we get cold here, man. You guys don't get our cold. You get a little tiny bit of cold, but not really.
Yeah. We
but yeah, I went in 6 years. I went from a large to 2XL gloves. My company
Yeah.
actually had to start bringing in other gloves for me.
Yeah, because gloves don't fit me. I can't even wear anything. Like people will be like, "Oh, put these gloves on; it will help on the bar because we'll be doing certain lifts." And I try to get it on, and it gets to like here on my hand.
Mhm.
Like it's just my hand's just too fat and thick. Like, yeah. But I love it. I love it. Never since I noticed when I got the first compliment about my hand. Actually, that was one of the first compliments I ever got. I walked into the Red Deer Club. Remember that first time, Cody? I think I pulled you that night, and you were flopping
That
me.
was your first pull ever.
Yeah, I was Cody was like my first pull ever in a arm wrestling setting. Yeah, so like I joined the club and I started giving people handshakes, and they were like, "Holy shit, your hand!" And I'm like, "Well, maybe from strongman because I did a lot of strongman training and stuff. I think my hands built up." But yeah, I was like loving it. And then and I pulled Cody, and I felt pretty good against Cody. And then all of a sudden, he would just do this thing, and then I could never stop, and he'd pin me. And Cody became a mission for me. Actually, he was my first mission in the whole club. because I couldn't figure it out. And then Cody's like, I could tell you how to beat the flop press, but I'm not going to tell you. And I'm like,
And
fucking
see,
tell me.
yeah, you see that
Yeah.
the big guy picks the littlest guy in the club to have his to go after. Okay.
You know what? Yeah, well, you weren't
I'm
the
bugging you.
littlest guy either. Yeah.
I'm the shortest guy.
Well, see, I started and my hook was really good. And Cody's hook, your hook wasn't that good back then. Like my hook was stronger if we were in a hook. So I would beg Cody, can we go in a hook this time? Cody's like, okay, we'll go in a hook. You remember when I first pinned you? I begged you to go in a hook and you finally went into a hook with me. But anyway, his hook is deadly now. But yeah, it's just interesting, you know. It's like to look back and yeah.
I think it was like the first 3-4 months. Oh,
His phone died or overheated, maybe. Yeah, it was like it took me months, Cody, to get you.
yeah. Well, even when you first started, I remember that I was beating you in every aspect. It took you like 3 or 4 months before you even.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, now ever since he like left, my phone is now flashing black and white. So I'm gonna quickly switch it, reload it.
Oh yeah, no problem. Oh, we lost him again. Uh-oh. Hello?
Is the audio like terrible for y'all too?
It wasn't. It was good before. Let me see. I think you're okay. Say something.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Someone
was like,
called me
no,
and
you're
it hit me
dropping
off.
off like flies. Yeah, Cody went, you went. I was like, oh shit. Man.
What happens when someone like someone in the chat or like on the stream, like gets like their phone kicks them or something? My phone sometimes will go all weird where my screen will like flash a bunch of like white, dark and bright at me, and I just got to reload it and refresh it.
Joe Nelson. As soon as I came on, everyone started dropping. Yeah, you came to the
Bad
chat,
luck.
Joe.
It must be my bad juju.
Yeah.
Joe Nelson, he's good. I'm waiting for him to come back to practice. I haven't seen him forever.
Did he used to come to our practice?
I think so.
I
I
think
think
of Joel Jackert.
Oh, maybe I'm linking to the wrong person.
Joe Nelson, I think it's normally what he
Joel.
comes through as. Joel, no, it's Joel Jackhart. That's Joel Jackhart. Must be my bad juju. I know. I think you're okay. Yeah.
So y'all like you train every week. You're in the same club as Matt Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. See, that's awesome.
The practices are at Matt's house. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We do them in his garage. Yeah, and it's been hard this training cycle. I really planned out my training. So I have certain days for certain things. And then Matt's been, because Matt's, he's like an oil rig worker. Mm-hmm. So like when he does practices, he goes tomorrow at 7 is practice, or he'll go tonight at 7 is practice, or he'll be shit like that. Right. Mm-hmm. So the last few months it's been hard. I think I've only went to 2 practices in like 2.5 months. So, but nicer weather coming, I tend to go a lot more. Right. So, these guys live in
dedicated.
Yeah, they live in Red Deer. So, and I live about an hour and a half outside of Red Deer. So I have to drive an hour and a half to practice. So
yeah, I feel you. I got to drive an hour to freaking Michael. So
yeah. But I don't mind. I don't mind
it either. It's okay. Timing, I drive an hour to work.
Yeah.
So it's
you're used to it, right? Yeah. And I mean, matches. Yeah, it's just we got a really good club too, right? Like, another thing is like I just love the whole club. Like they're just. You got a lot of different talent. Like, you want to train your hook, you can pick 2-3 guys to pull tonight just to work on your hook. You want to work on your low hand, you got a couple guys over there. Okay, those are low handers. You can go there, focus on your low hand, high knuckle. You want to, you want to train anything. There's somebody with that style that you can work with at practice. And I think that's I would actually say that a lot of our club, I think we're the most versatile. You think about the styles of pulling, Zach and Cody. I would say that the pullers in Red Deer Club are probably some of the most versatile pullers in the game. Like so many of our guys, like Zach. Zach will pull out a lightning quick top roll flash pin, or he'll have 3 different top roll flash pins. He has 2 or 3 inside, just like hard chopping press hits that he does. He's also got like that's what I mean. Like Zach can hook, press, top roll, whatever. Cody can flop. His inside game has turned amazing. His open hand top roll now is getting stupid. And as his hand keeps getting stronger, I think Cody's going to be crushing.
Oh,
Me,
yeah, for sure.
I like inside. I like outside. I just do whatever it takes to pin the person.
Yeah,
I will
right.
low hand. I will high knuckle. I will go inside. I will press. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll do
Right.
everything too.
Yeah. So, that's one thing I really love about our club is just the versatility. And then I train over at the Deadly Dungeon. I'll give them some shout outs because Brad Prince, Stone Cold, man, I felt him the other night. That guy is leveled up so much. Again, he can top roll, hook, press, whatever. Deadly Dale, master of the fucking crazy,
The
just
hook.
sunk in, supinated hook, right? Like,
That,
Yeah.
but that's what Dale does. That's all it did. That's all I've ever seen Dale do.
yeah.
Is
yeah.
that
Well, he's been
supinated
training
hook.
some other
But
stuff.
he's good at it.
He's really good at it. Like, yeah, the only person I know that he destroyed Ryan Boussier, but I mean, I knew he would, right? Because Dale's been pulling so long, and then he destroyed Niles Anderson out of Ohio. Niles Anderson's a really good puller. He's number 1 in the 220s in Ohio. He trains with Todd Hutchings, and Dale destroyed him 3-0. So
Except
Dale
for he
who?
would have lost to me.
we call him Deadly Dale. Yeah, it's
Good
Dale
reason.
Kodak. Yeah, but yeah, he got the name Deadly Dale. Yeah, and
Yeah.
but yeah, well, we just all started pulling you in the U.S. like 2 years ago. So we met the guys in Montana, and then now we're mingling with guys in Utah. So we're gonna start. It's growing. It's growing.
Mhm.
Arkansas seems pretty damn far away, but I'm
Yeah.
sure we can work something out. You know what I mean? Yeah, we can work something out, right? If you ever, if you ever got holidays and you want to come on down here, I mean,
Mhm.
our May event. If people don't want to spend money on hotels, they can camp. It's $25 a night camping. So instead of paying out for a hotel for 3 nights, for $75, you can just camp. And there's RV. You can bring your RV, whatever. It's going to be awesome. Friday night super matches, Saturday tournament, and then Bob Brown's doing a seminar for us on the Sunday.
It'd only
Oh,
be
that's
$50 for camping because you're only going to be staying there Friday night,
Oh
Saturday night.
yeah, exactly. No, you're
And
right.
Sunday at night.
Oh yeah. So
So
it'd be
you're
like
spending 50 bucks on
$50.
it.
Yeah. So it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
cool.
East versus West might be in Arkansas in June.
I heard, and I think
I
they are
know.
going to be. They're pretty sure they are going to be.
Well, yeah. I'll shut
Well,
up.
I know. Well, no, we had Robert on, and so he did say like that's what the goal and the agenda is.
Yeah, it's not
Well, maybe it's
confirmed,
not
but it's
finalized. It might not be finalized, but they
yeah,
definitely want to do it.
yeah. It's on the books, but it's not confirmed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He said it pretty confidently that even if it's not confirmed, it's confirmed it's going to be there eventually.
Yeah, that's that.
That
It's really so. The thing about it here in Arkansas, well, one is Michael. He
Yeah.
has huge regional influence here.
yeah.
Second of all, of course, is me. I'm kidding.
Oh, you're
But
growing. Hey, you're becoming somebody, buddy.
I'm nobody. I'm a nobody. But
We're all somebody.
we don't have any professional sports like here in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And we, you can go to our high school football. My last football game, we had like 12,000 people come
At
to
a high
our
school
last high
football
school
game?
football game. High
That's
school football.
crazy.
The population of our town is 4,000,
That's crazy.
and we had now. Don't get me wrong. This is one of the biggest game in our state's history.
Yeah.
But we had like 12. It was standing room. People were standing everywhere, and I went to an amateur MMA fight. Dude, they had thousands of people,
Yeah.
and just in the ghetto, How are they getting
Like, he
this
said
many
a
people
dog show.
there?
Michael said they sold out a dog show there.
A dog. Oh, they'll sell out.
Yeah.
Sumo
Yeah,
and
sumo. Yeah, he said something about sumo. They did that there or something. They
yeah.
sold out. Yeah.
So and the bigger thing I think why would be good here is you can drive from anywhere in the states. It is within 12 hours.
I know what you mean. It's like central. It's like everything's around it. Yeah.
The Razorbacks is a college football team. That's the closest thing we got to a professional to the professional football team, and they, I mean they have the NCAA attendance records every year for our college athletics.
That's crazy.
And you can drive anywhere, cheap flights into the city. I think it's a perfect and it's going to be so cheap for
Sorry, I need 1 minute.
for y'all to come in. You can get a hotel for like 60, 70 bucks.
That's actually pretty cheap. Like,
Yeah.
so $60,
Now, don't
$70.
get me wrong, it's not going to be a good hotel for that price, but you can sleep. You know what I mean?
Well, $60, $70, your money would be like $120 my money.
Really?
Not
Is it
quite,
that
but
bit different right now?
it's probably like $100.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I had $460 Canadian that I turned into American, and I ended up with like $344.
Mm-hmm. Joe, so you just commented, do y'all cheer for the Memphis teams? Half of the state does. I'm on the half of the state that does cheer for the Tennessee teams. Like I like the Memphis Grizzlies. I like the Tennessee Titans. The majority of the state actually is Dallas though. So I hate the Cowboys. If you like the Cowboys, I'm sorry. I hate them. Most of Arkansas likes Dallas. So and then someone else commented, Jeremy, did I grip up with Duvon and what do I think of him? So Duvon, we pulled for like 2 hours on the left. Now it was a lot of setups and training. I couldn't do anything with them. Like I could fuck the Cowboys. That's smart. I couldn't do anything with Devon at all, and I said this earlier in the podcast. I am not a good practice puller. There are people who pull me who beat me in practice all the time that I can't do nothing with, and I kill them in a competition.
Yeah.
So it's not always accurate of how I do in practice. But on that, like the only information I have is what happened, and that dude ran me over. That dude is so impressive. I couldn't do any. We both just competed the Saturday before. And we just did a Michael Todd arm workout before we arm wrestled. So there's a lot of factors that go into practice, but what I felt was just crazy. I couldn't do anything with them left-handed. We didn't pull right-handed, but I couldn't do anything with them. Super impressive.
Is Joel's the one that he's trying to call out Hermes Gasparini right now, right? Or sorry, not Hermes. My bad. Trying to call out Schoolboy.
No, that's Logan. Logan Bittinger is calling out Schoolboy right now, which is fucking stupid. But Riekert, the older Borman brother, is pushing for Jerry Caderet. He probably wins that match. I will say it right now. I got Duvon Borman, not Duvon. Oh fuck, I fucked it up. I will say it right now. Riekert Borman, if that match is set versus Jerry Caderet, Riekert wins. I'm betting on Riekert. And I love Jerry, and I hate saying that. But Riekert, and I think that's the match that's coming. I don't have any inside information on this, but I think we might be seeing Riekert and Jerry. Riekert is so good. He's in that match.
Riekert and Jerry? That's a crazy one. Like, did you get to pull with them when they were down?
I did not pull Riekert, but me and Duvon pulled about 2 hours left-handed.
Oh, nice.
But we had them both on the podcast not
Oh,
that
did.
long ago, actually. Like maybe, what was it, like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
2
3 weeks
weekends
ago?
ago. No,
And,
not last Sunday, the Sunday before. Yeah.
They're such nice people, and you know what? I think South Africa has a lot to prove when it comes to the Borman brothers, because like they're both.
No,
South Africa in the house, I think. Cobus Prins, I'm pretty sure, out of South Africa, gives us 35 ZAR. I predict Jeremy will also be in the mix with the big guys in arm wrestling sooner than later. I agree.
we'll
Totally
see.
agree. Yeah. Well, you know what? Don't think about it. Just trust the process. Keep doing what you're doing.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I am
That's
not.
all you can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
Rickard and Jerry Cataret. That's a.
yeah.
I
It's
think at some
interesting.
point we'll see two brothers with two East versus West titles.
Oh yeah. You will.
It's so crazy, and it might. Joe, dude, he might today. He might.
No, it's true.
Pablo. See, Pablo's problem is he's so strong in the gym, that your muscles you tear shit whenever you get that strong.
It's true. Yeah.
You know, so that's a problem. But he looked really good. Pablo pulled what's that Brazilian dude's name?
Oh, Wagner Bortolotto.
Wagner. He pulled Wagner on 2 days' notice.
That was crazy.
He was training on Thursday.
That was left-handed too.
It was left-handed,
and that's Wagner's good.
And just smoked him.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he flashed. He flashed Rickard right-handed, but when Rickard got the stop, which he got the stop, his bicep tore. But I think Paulo and Jerry is a good match. But I think Rickard and Jerry is a good match. The problem with pulling Jerry is if you've never pulled someone like that, you will get you can get run over.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But Rickard is very impressive to me. He's so strong. And same with Duvon. They're so strong right here.
Yeah.
No
fear either. No fear. No, they just go all out.
Yeah. I love Jerry, and I'm such a big supporter of the U.S. So I hate going against the U.S. people, but I will not bet against Rickard until he loses.
Jerry's one of my favorite pullers of all time, right? So, but I look at it like this, and I'm hard on Jerry in a way because really, he works, a lot of mega hours, big car salesman, whatever he does, right? I think that the problem is that Jerry knows how to get strong, knows how to train and everything, but he's not how he's training. I think to keep having these world level matches, I think he needs to be actually pulling and training with the best in North America. I think like for Jerry just to work out at home, and then he goes to his local practice, and there's a couple strong guys there, but I watch, and a lot of times Jerry is actually just catching them and holding them and stuff like that. Jerry doesn't pull like that for one.
Yep.
So he needs to Jerry just needs to surround himself with some big people here in North America. And so to allow him to pull on the table like he needs to. And I think that some of these L's turn into W's. I just think
I agree.
He's been a victim of just lifestyle.
What I really
agree. And it's at the same. Oh, go ahead.
It's hard because Jerry, I feel is he works. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's strong.
Oh yeah.
Like the tricep strength on that man is just crazy. But in today's arm wrestling, you have to be specialized for arm wrestling.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Jerry is. I think he's too compound in his training.
I agree. I think that's been his downfall, and I really think that's why. And even just that comfortability. We talk about table time being so important to build those connections. Well, if you've watched Jerry, he's been disconnected in all his losses. All his losses, you can see the disconnect. Like, you know what I mean? Like when he beat Alex Krdacha, he full connection, just boom, right through him, like nothing. Because whatever Alex was doing was allowing Jerry to get to his connected point, and he blew Alex out of the water. But soon as Jerry gets against a puller that kind of keeps him out of his element, it's almost like he's not comfortable on the table all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
like,
hated seeing him.
yeah. I'm
I
not
hated
saying
seeing-
it to bash Jerry. I love Jerry, so yeah.
Yeah, and I do too, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
But like,
yeah.
I don't get what happened between before he pulled the Vaughn to after he pulled the Vaughn. Because before he pulled the Vaughn, he was kicking ass, and then
Oh,
as soon
yeah.
as he lost, it
Psychological.
seems like he lost all will.
This is
to pull.
Well,
This
well,
too.
you know, you've got to think about it. His last four matches is Hermes, Alex Krdacha,
Mentality.
Vitali, and Levon and Vitali. Those three out of those four
Top.
are just like Michael lost to those. Well, same two people. He hasn't pulled Levon yet, but
Yeah,
he lost to those same two people. These people are just crazy strong.
yeah.
So you can't really take a lot away from his losses from those
Agree.
recent losses. But
His most recent one, I think you can with Camille. I think he should have been
Camille,
able
I
to beat
think.
Camille.
and I forgot about Camille. Oh God, I hated seeing that.
Jerry didn't
Oh,
pull
God.
properly in that one, and I told
That
him.
one,
Listen,
I would say that's Jerry's worst loss ever.
yeah,
I agree.
he just. It's like but it's almost.
I've never
like,
seen anybody do that to Jerry.
Yeah, but it's like Jerry. But he just loses the go so bad, and it's like starting disconnected again, even with Camille. I mean, yeah, we got to see a King's move out of him,
Yeah,
which
which
was
is awesome.
very impressive. You know what I mean? But I know that Jerry's inside, so I know how strong Jerry is in the hook and his inside game. Really, his plan should have been just a hook and get Camille. If you look at anybody that's beaten Camille, especially right-handed,
Is
like
it hook?
Ivan from Russia there, I can't never say his last name, so he hooked Camille, and with the hook, he was able just to get Camille outside his shoulder right away.
Yeah.
So Camille, when he gets put out of his shoulder, he doesn't have that press anymore. You know what I mean? And it was just 3 easy wins. And Ivan was like 100 pounds lighter than Camille. You know what I mean? So, Jerry just needed the hook, and Jerry's hook is deadly. Like Gennady, the match that Jerry beat Gennady went inside. Jerry just went right. It just went right to the pad. As soon as Jerry got in a hook with Gennady, he just ripped him to the pad. It was like, yeah, I think it's a mental thing too. Jerry went through a lot too. His father just passed away, and he didn't take that well at all. And listen, I think Jerry's just a victim of circumstance, and I think going forward, he doesn't need to change his style. He doesn't need to do nothing. All he needs to do is just make sure that he gets more table time in with high-level pullers and just get those connections where he's confident again. Because sometimes our brain, we're our worst enemies, right? It's like, it's not that you forget how to arm wrestle. You have doubt in your head. And I almost feel like Jerry just hasn't been in the right headspace in all his matches.
And I believe that he needs to get that win back on Camille, because
me too.
I'm not a fan of Camille. I don't like him at all. Like I said,
But I
always say I don't like his on-stage presence that he portrays that you see online. I don't know how he is in
Camille
person.
or Jerry?
No, Camille. Yeah, we're not. It's the Camille thing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how he is in person, so I can't speak on that. But the persona that he puts out online, man, dude, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, he did say that he knows that he is negative, but he goes, he said that it gets some views and clicks and followers just because a lot of people hate him. So he actually didn't mind using that route. That's what Camille did say, So
Yeah,
I've never been a fan of him, only because I've seen him not be able to do nothing outside his lane. Really?
For the first
Except
time
for
ever,
the
I seen him
Jerry.
do something besides the flop.
Well, it's always that shoulder way up in the air, already halfway to the pin, getting away with his wrist being all the way back on the go. I used to be like, I had a flopper do that, and I'm like, straighten his hand. They're like, oh, his wrist is back. This is good for you. I'm like, not for what he's about to try to do to me. It's not.
I thought I had cracked the code when I first started doing that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
I cracked the code because I would do that just to slip, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I thought I cracked the code. I was like, well, the wrist can't be cupped in, but what about this?
yeah.
Nobody started calling me out on it until Camille started getting popular.
Yeah, I do call it because I want both wrists. So
Yeah.
like that, right, like that. That's perfect.
Yep.
I want to feel that, right?
Mhm.
And I make sure it's the same on both. I'm a ref, certified ref. I ref too, so I always make sure that I feel that it doesn't. I don't like it when some refs go wrist. The next thing you know, you're there and you don't want to be there. That I hate, right? But just that right there. Really, it looks bent, but it's not. It's like perfectly straight, right? So I just make sure I get that, and then if you want to flop or whatever. But when a flop press is trying to flop press you, and I mean they give away if they know they can't beat your hand, they're just giving it away anyway.
Mhm.
So
Well, if you go Mr. Oliver, he said he hung out with Camille in Atlantic City, and he said it
Yeah.
changed his mind on Camille 100%. So it
Okay.
seems like Camille is a lot better person in person.
yeah, it might just be a thing, right? Like a stick. He's just
Mhm. He did dive full in on the, you
Yeah.
got to get in where you fit in, right? So
It's it's true.
so
It's true.
at the end
What?
of the, and I'm kind of in the same thing where I listen. I don't care if people like me or hate me, and
Yeah.
I haven't been out enough to. I don't know how to
Garner the
explain
hate.
it. I don't have a concept on how many people know me and
Or
what
what
the
they think
general
about you.
opinion is on me
Yeah.
because the numbers the numbers on social media when it gets to a certain point, I don't know what it means.
Mhm.
I across all platforms I almost have 100 million views, but I don't know who's watching it. I don't know who's I can see who likes and who follows me, but
Yeah.
I don't I don't have an idea of the like the general consensus of me, the opinion of me. I don't care if what it is, negative or good,
Yeah.
but I kind of need to play into whichever one it is,
Yeah. You're like, yeah. It makes sense, right? I mean,
So
yeah, especially when it gets to the point where you're getting those numbers and it counts for something, right? So, and I mean, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying totally. And
I don't know how many people in arm wrestling know who I am, but
a lot of people know. Well, listen, the arm wrestling world seems big, but it really ain't that big. It's pretty small.
right, yeah,
You
I
know.
feel you.
Yeah, you'd be amazed what
Yeah.
people know and what goes
And like to
around.
be honest, my number one thing with Camille is I never saw him do anything but a flop press until he pulled Jerry this last time.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
all to me is like, is that all he knows how to do? Like I flop press and like I'm okay with the flop press, but to me it's
okay to do it.
if nothing else is working kind of option.
Well, I see what you're saying and I agree, but what you've got to understand with people think Michael just King's moves.
Yeah.
When you get to that level, you have to specialize.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, and I completely understand that. But Camille would top roll me. Like, it's not like he can't top roll.
Yeah.
It's just like he can't top roll. He can't top roll with talent. You can't top. So
Yeah.
I understand why people feel that way, but when you get to that level, not a lot of people can be at a high level at two moves.
No, it's
So
true.
you have to specialize, and a lot of people think all Michael can do is King's move. That's
Yeah, it's not true. No.
Today, if you're not top 20 in the world, you will not put him in a King's move.
Yeah.
5 years ago that was different. Everybody he had a King's move. Everybody, but
Mhm.
it's different today. It genuinely is. But obviously, the top guys, he's still going to keep it. So I understand what you're saying, but Camille's going to flop press. It's no, that's no secret. I think it needs to. I think somehow the league needs to clean it up a bit. It even for me sometimes it can get unwatchable, which is that's the problem I have with it. Is like Dave Chafee. I think it was Dave Chafee's last match with Sagov. A ref's grip when the people aren't fighting shouldn't take a minute.
Yeah.
Like that poor like that one ref. I'm sorry, but it took him 45 seconds to close the dude's hands.
Yeah.
Like, and they're not fighting. If it was Devin,
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh, we lost him.
Yeah. I was all into what he was going to say. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I'm gonna have to get going here like right away, anyways. So when he comes back on, I'm gonna.
You can say bye. Yeah, I gotta go soon, but yeah. There you
Fuck,
go.
I'm sorry. This dude keeps calling me.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, as soon as you get called, it drops, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not your fault, man. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know what I was saying.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. No, with you were talking about Chafee and then talking about 45 seconds just to get a set.
That's why I'm so
Yeah, it's
interested
not really
in
a
Mac.
ref script then.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so interested in Mac.
Yeah.
I would love to pull
Close
a
your
Mac.
fingers, close your thumbs, close your hands, go.
I love
WAL
that.
style almost.
Yeah.
That's perfect to me.
Me too.
There's
Or like
there's another.
AWE.
Hey,
We've
look,
got to speed it up. We've got to clean it up to
Jeremy.
to put it to where it needs. Like
You see that?
Dana White's never gonna invest in arm wrestling when 30 minutes
Takes
you
them
get
8
two ready
hours
goes
to
and both of them are
freaking
fouls.
see an event. You really got to be dedicated.
Hey, do you see my screen, Jeremy?
I have to.
Really zoom in. See my hand bouncing around?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
That's a
I need one of
Mac
those.
table. Yes.
But
I'm
you
a
got
proud
Newest
owner
you're
of a
edition.
talking
Mac
about
table.
fast and speed. Look, AWE just released their Last Man Standing
Mhm.
edited version down. It comes out to 1.8 matches a minute.
It was pretty good. It was good.
Yeah.
Like it's the most action-packed hour of arm wrestling I have ever seen.
Oh, the AWE Last Man Standing. Yeah, Robert Baxter even said that they were looking at that model for King of the Table.
They don't need to do that. They just need to do a top. They just need to do a top 8 bracketed tournament.
Yeah.
They just need to do a bracketed tournament. I don't think
That'd be good,
they
too.
need to do a last
Yeah.
man standing thing. But
Well, even a bracketed top 8 would be cool. Or
yeah,
round
they
robin
definitely
style.
King of the Table either needs to go all in on the like social media
Celebrity. Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
celebrity matches, or it needs to go to a tournament. It needs to go to a top 8.
Something different, yeah.
Yep.
We have
Different format.
right like this time we're getting, and it doesn't even have to be like the champion. Ranks aren't on the line, titles aren't on the line,
Mm.
but at this event we're going to get 8 of whatever Mendogas's weight class is. We're going to get 8 of them. We're going to have a bracketed best of 3 tournament.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah.
That's what it needs to be.
And then we'll see.
Like a round robin.
Yeah, 'cause even the bracketed tournament would be awesome because you're right. Like Justin Bishop, Giannis,
That's what I'm saying.
friggin'
And then you have a
Mendoza.
winner. You have a winner. You have a king of the table champion, and then you also have your East versus West world titles.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have your super match puller and your tournament puller, basically.
Yep.
yeah, and that
Makes
way
sense
you
to me.
have your 2 differences. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
In
Go
my
ahead.
opinion, I like the last man standing or the round robin idea. I find it
I do like it. I like
if
that
you make
too.
the top 10 super heavyweights pull each other, most pins in an hour. You know how fucking awesome that'd be? Pardon my friend.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying, but we can't get the top 10 guys. We can't get the best people in the world to do that.
True,
That's the
true.
only
Yeah,
reason
you
I
missing
say
three
that.
guys, it kind of ruins it.
We can't get the best guys in the world to pull a format like that. The
There's
only
no
way
way
that
to
they would
do it.
even do a format like that is if it's a structured bracket, which I think they're going to have a tough time getting people to even do that. And I
I
agree
think you could,
as a viewer that could be
And
interesting,
LeBron's
but
undefeated.
you'll never get the good athletes getting going to that. And that's just the truth.
No, you won't.
Plus,
They
that's where the
won't
money
all
is.
agree. Yeah.
Fuck the money.
see,
They
I
don't
think,
care.
No. Yeah. No, some of them don't. No, I agree.
I don't know. I think if it was a $30,000 purse, I think you get all 10 top 10.
No, you tell me.
Mm,
They're
that's
they're so focused on their image and whatnot. You're not going to get the best guys to come to a last minute, especially if you say Devin or Michael Todd is there. They're not coming.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
know. Mm-hmm.
you might be able to get that in a lighter weight class, but it's going to be hard to get the top guys of any weight class to agree to that.
It'd have to be mega, but like.
You'd have to say like fifth place gets a good payout,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they
Yeah, to make
might
it
do
worth it
it.
for enough guys.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it
yeah.
might, in their eyes, it might look bad on them enough to where they don't even care about the payday.
Well, that's what Robert said. Robert goes, "Listen, we're going to try to convince Levon that
I don't think LeVon will ever do it regardless.
I don't
LeVon
know.
is
I
too,
know. But Robert said we're going to try to convince him that it doesn't affect his overall or his undefeated or nothing. Obviously, if you have to pull multiple times in an hour, someone's going to pin you, right?
Yeah.
But
it's too much about legacy for some of them. They
Mhm.
don't even want the
No,
clip
I
of them
agree there.
losing to this specific guy.
Oh yeah,
But
Ryan
even
Bone
if you
got
don't
beat.
do like the last
Yeah.
time standing, the king of round robin was not even that bad, where everyone just pulls each other once.
I agree. They could do a round robin too. That'd be awesome.
Mhm.
And I like the well, they call it last man standing because of King of the Table's actually an
Yeah, it's
organization now, but
Mhm.
the actual like King of the Table, I love that. I do that at practice all the time.
Yeah.
I really like that, but
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to get the top guys to do it.
Yeah. No, it's true. I agree.
Well, y'all got any questions for me before I hop off of here? I'm getting
Yeah, I'm
tired.
been eating my food and I still got to eat more. So, listen, you know what, Jeremy? I just wanted to shoot the shit with you, man. Get to know you, and now I'm gonna be rooting for you, buddy.
I appreciate y'all.
I'll be watching. Yeah,
100%.
I'll be watching and rooting for you. And you're always a guest and welcome to come back on the show anytime you need or want. If you got something coming up, you want to promote it.
Yeah, I'll hit y'all up. When I have something on the books that I can promote. I'll hit y'all up.
Yeah, please do.
Do y'all have any tips for me of things that you think I should be posting, sort of content wise, the direction you think I should? Just your thoughts on direction or opinions or anything.
I like this one guy. I'll say mine real quick, Zach. Sorry. I like this one guy, Otto. His name is Golden Hands.
Mhm.
He's doing lots now, but I only watch certain ones that he does. But he'll actually introduce an exercise and break it down and show it. But I watch it from front to end. If it's 25 minutes, I watch the whole 25 minutes. I find that really good. And his views and his rate, like he's blown up the last 3 months for whatever reason. But if you had an exercise or a view or a topic, and you could really, just talk for 20, do a longer form, I think you would get mega views, mega. Because I don't know, like us as arm wrestlers. Well, see, it'd be good for the purists, so I don't know for fans and stuff. I'm not sure.
Yeah. See that's kind of the situation I'm in. Is
it's a tough one. Yeah.
I would like to connect and be more personalized with it, but also I don't want to put content out that's not going to get viewed and fuck up my algorithm.
Public polling is always number one. I mean, that's people do it, but
I would love to put more arm wrestling on, but it hasn't done well on my stuff. the stupid lifts that I do is what
Yeah.
gets the views. So
Gym bro stuff.
it's a hard place for me. So I'm trying to. I would love to do more long,
Yeah.
longer type content. But I've never posted a long form YouTube video, so there's probably something there I could do. So
I think you're doing it right though, because you're building it up and you're getting with the big lifts and these exciting moments. You're building up.
Did y'all know that ESPN posted me on their TikTok?
Oh, really?
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
You know, I get so many. I get so many. Sport. Do you know what Lad Bible is? It's a. They've posted.
Yeah.
They've used my stuff. You can go to ESPN. I can probably send it to y'all. And Bleacher Report, who used to sponsor WAL, Sports Center's Instagram account messaged me, 50 million fucking followers,
Yeah,
My
buddy.
goodness.
and said that we would like to use this video. Can we use it? And I said yes. And if you
Wow.
go to ESPN's TikTok, they tag me in it. You can scroll through their TikTok and it's football, it's NFL, and then it's just my video.
Hey,
55 million followers on that platform.
That's crazy
So-
that even ESPN knows how to ask for people's permission.
Yep.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, but Tom Stubblebine don't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
I'm
good one.
sorry.
So
So I
there's
throw that in there. It was too
clearly
good.
a market for the type of content that I'm doing now, but I would like to kind of take it further and see if I can create some sort of community or some sort of
Well, yes.
you
I
know,
mean,
Following
Michael
or
Buster
something.
Todd's a good example.
do what?
You look at the way Michael does it.
Yeah, yeah.
He blends it. I mean, some of it is personable, and some of it is those crazy lifts and excitement, and
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. And he's done a very good job,
Mm-hmm.
I think, in promoting himself. You know what I mean? And I think on that longer form stuff, I think what you need to do is kind of mimic some of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like kind of do what Michael's doing, and just do it the Jeremy Parker way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think there's a big viewing audience for that. As far as the viral shit, just keep posting the crazy lifts like you're doing. Always do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll always have those viral moments, and you'll always get that social media. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this other one is the long form one is actually more beneficial and pays off better, because if you do a half hour video, right, and you have a few sponsors like Michael has, and you actually do a half hour format, and you're getting, let's say you get 30,000 views, right?
Mm-hmm.
You probably have to have millions of shorts to even come close to the revenue you're going to make off 30,000 views on a video.
Mm-hmm.
The ad revenue, like if you look at your YouTube analytics and stuff, the watch ad money on actual videos is like 10 times what you get from shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. That'd be a good suggestion, because I think I would watch it. I'd like to see.
Yeah, I know it, and you're right. Like the community, the arm wrestling community would probably watch that. So you're right. I might try to start. I'll probably start trying to do more. And Drew, imagine we get ESPN for arm wrestling. They DM me every now and then, so they're watching it.
Yeah, that's just it. And they've been involved before, right? Wall did make the ESPN at one time, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, they're no stranger to it. And if it starts blowing up again, they'll pick it. Believe me, I can see it being back on ESPN again.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well,
So,
I'm just really excited.
that's something.
I think hopefully by next year EVW is doing at least 24 shows a year, because I want to start gambling big matches.
Oh, you said gambling?
Yeah, they want to
Yes,
do gambling.
Robert Baxter's with the higher end gambling companies that don't want hey, this match is a shutout sake. We want Buddy to throw one round. Like that's what a lot of the lower end companies wanted, but the higher end ones want them just to be doing 24 EVWs a year, so they have content to actually put on their station and for people to bet on.
But
Yeah,
do
so
like you
Could be
would
done.
just Friday night fight night, and then you have UFC at the end of the month, and then
you have your big, like I could see that. Yeah, you build up to a big match.
you subcontract it out too, so you can get like promoters. Let's say UFC goes Brian, Zach, Cody. You know what? Let's do a Friday night fight night, East versus West fight night, and
Yeah.
we put on 10 super
Or
matches.
Challenger Series.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Mac.
I'm the perfect
Yeah.
Logan. We're the perfect people for that type of thing. We're not main card people, but
But
if
exciting
they
stuff.
need more events, that's how they need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to get more mid-tier guys that are, like, you have even if you had like 5 high-level people match, like five high-level matches, and like
Mhm.
5 or 6 low-level matches, or 4 and 6. So there's 10 matches on a pay-per-view card.
You know what? No, it's still not. I still say a good event and a good matchmaker makes banger matches, and I don't think, even to this day, it's not about talent so much. It's about putting the right person against the right person.
Yeah, it's
You can have a banger match at any skill level. You know what I mean? Like you and Logan. That was a really good match, man.
Mhm.
Really good match. It didn't have to be Devin versus somebody. You know what I mean? Like Ryan Bellinger versus Alan Ford. I voted for that.
Awesome
That was
match.
the best match. That I love that match. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that one stuck with me. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not about the biggest names, man. It's just about like putting on these events and just having the right people, knowing the level between the two guys and matching it up properly. Because you know what? It could be like 5 different tier levels of talent on the table in a super match night, but you could still end up with 10 banger super matches and you wouldn't know the difference because it was like back and forth. It was battles. It was finishing 3-2 every match. No one's thinking about where they stand on the totem pole. They just know, like, I love that guy. Fucking banger match. You know what I mean? Didn't give up. His hand was bent back and he still came back and won. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I think we bring in the fans too.
Yeah.
It's like, because people out there don't know. Like when I started watching WAL and I seen Devin and Matt and everybody, I just said, these guys are cool. And it was fun and entertaining. And it was like, I see Matt going, going all nuts and Devin getting mad, talking shit. I'm like, I love this. But I didn't know they were the best in the world at the time.
Right.
Being a fan, right? So,
right.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I think arm wrestling is going to start going to good places. And I think East versus West understands, and it's not always about having the Levons at your event, right?
Yep.
Like, they're bringing the Borman brothers in now. They brought up other people. What's his name? Wallace Dilly. He got his opportunity finally. You know what I mean? Like,
I hope they bring him back. He
deserves it.
He is a monster.
Oh yeah, I agree. He beat Dustin Houghton or Dylan Houghton. No, it was Dustin. Dustin Houghton. He ended up going to the Florida qualifier.
Mhm.
Like I ran an East versus West qualifier, and then he won and qualified to go to Florida, and he came second place on the right and second place on the left.
To Wallace.
To Wallace, yeah. He's the only one that he couldn't beat. He couldn't beat him. Yeah. So, and he said the guy was just a tank. He said he almost had him the one round. Yeah.
And that was probably 2023. That was Wallace is way better now.
Yeah.
He's so good.
But that's the first time Wallace qualified. He qualified like 4 times for East versus West in the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'd like to see him get another chance, too. I agree. And his hand blew up against, Joe Fox. Yeah. Mason versus Joe Fox. That was awesome.
Not bad for a fat kid.
No, you got good form. You can actually move yours and shit. Mine don't move like that. Mine's just one solid mass.
Mason versus Joe Fox. There's quite a few good Joe Fox matches, actually. Like Mason versus Joe Fox. Me when I versus Joe Fox. Fucking Joe Fox is just a good guy to have a battle with.
Yeah, Joe Fox. I mean, him and Cody had a war. Yeah. Cody got around, so that was good. Joe Fox is really good. He's been at the Monster Factory. He was able to compete there. He lost his match, though. Yeah, but
that's okay. I did too. I'm a fucking bum. What bum? Okay, what bum gets up 2-0 and fucking loses?
Me,
What?
I've done it. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. That's fucking sucks. That's
I've
worse than
blown
getting
up.
3-0 swept.
I've blown up in a match before, right? So
That's what I mean. That's what I did. But
I've never actually gone up by 2 and lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you also look like you got hurt. The round before you lost, you looked like you had.
well, I listen. I did, and I don't want to.
No,
I'm not the kind of
show.
guy to make excuses, but I did. I mean, that's it's not a
Yeah.
secret. But
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, you still went up there and gave it your all after, and that was really
yeah.
Yep, really impressive. So yeah,
But I appreciate y'all. I'm going to call it. I
we
love
better
arm
because you know what,
wrestling.
we can keep
and,
blabbing all night, buddy. So don't worry.
Yeah, I love arm wrestling, and I'm just getting
Wow.
started. I got a lot to learn, long ways to go. I appreciate y'all.
Buddy. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep kicking
Yep.
ass. We'll talk again
Have a
soon,
good one.
brother.
Yep.